What's up, you guys? You tuned into the Factz podcast show. This is your host, Carrington, tuned in. I brought my guy Eli with me in to coverage the NBA playoffs. So, I know you guys I am a little bit behind time. I had scheduled a certain time, but it's all good. We're here now, so you don't have to worry about that. Now that we got the show in, Eli, I'm so happy to have you on, man. I'm ready to get all your coverage over the play-in tournament plus what's going on now. If you're not tuned in, or if you are a basketball fan, we know that you're watching the playoffs between Phoenix and the Lakers. Before we came on air, a lot of things was going on. We're gonna get into that, but without further ado, I'm gonna let Eli explain to you guys on why he. Let's see. Let me see how I can word this because I don't want to say this because I don't. You think the Lakers can win? You think the Lakers can repeat? Correct?
To a championship?
Yeah.
Oh no.
yeah. So before I gave this statement up, I said, hey, let me correct myself. But I want you to just give me what you thought over the play-in games and whatnot, real quick, because I'm really interested in your take on the play-in games. Because I know me and you talked about the Lakers and the Warriors matchup and how both. Well, I was disappointed. You were happy. I was disappointed. But I just want you to just give us your take on that recently happened.
So the Lakers and the Warrior game.
Yeah, go ahead.
And because I like LeBron, but I'm still Curry fan.
Right. Same.
Like LeBron too though, but and I like AD, but
yeah,
I was happy and I was disappointed though in the game because I feel like the Lakers didn't play their best game
right
at all.
Right.
The Warriors they had really had the game in the bag or whatever, especially like in the first half or whatever. If they would have hit just a couple more shots or whatever, I think they would have won because they was up like 13 points at halftime.
Yeah.
But they came out, the second half, especially in that third quarter, first 5 minutes, started turning the ball over, got careless, and that's what kind of backfired on them. Steph, did all he can do because they was sending 2 or 3 guys on the whole game, still dropped 37.
Sunk the house, kitchen sink, the car, everything.
They couldn't do nothing with them, but it was and in that game, because we're gonna talk about Wiggins later on.
Yeah.
But in that game, he
pulled through.
He pulled through. He played well. He played well against LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
It just for some reason when he see LeBron James, he wanna turn up a little bit though.
It's funny how certain players can bring the best out of it. You know?
Man, I said maybe he should play in LA or something. But we're gonna talk about that later on.
Uh-huh.
But I feel Draymond Green played incredible defense on AD for 3 quarters.
Yeah, very outstanding.
He had him in straight jacket.
Yeah. Before we jump, we're gonna finish this conversation, but could that be a reason why that next game, because they only had a day of rest, so that next game they played Memphis, and I think he played outstanding defense on Anthony Davis, kind of neutralized him, took him out of the game of some sort. And do you think that had any effect on him in the Memphis game?
No, I wouldn't say probably on the younger guys, like the guys that haven't been in playoff games or whatever.
Right.
Probably had an effect on them. Cause they played well in the Lakers game.
Yes.
But we gonna talk about in that Warriors the Memphis game, they couldn't hit the back of an ocean wide open. When they needed to. But I believe it didn't really have a large effect on them. Because Draymond usually bring every night on defense.
Right.
He it just offensively, he get careless with the ball sometimes. Because he try to he is kind of like a point forward, basically though. But I think he need to work on his offense, like develop a jump shot. Get with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. They gonna be dangerous next year with Klay come back.
Yeah, I'm getting nasty about that because
they gonna be dangerous.
I want to get your thoughts on that.
They had Klay this year, but
did that because I know he played great defense, and some's got to give, especially going against the Lakers. You got 3 bigs. I'm counting LeBron as a big, although he's not a big, but. Mm-hmm. I know if he's going to put up that type of amount of defensive effort, I know the points are going to lack.
Yeah.
But like you said, I think he can be real dominant around the perimeter, and that kind of hurt them the next game.
Next game.
Curry was outstanding the Memphis game, as everybody knows, but he did need some teammates to score. You know what I'm saying? But overall, from that Lakers game, like, was there anything that you, besides the turnovers, was it anything that you saw that? Because I know you're a Lakers fan. Is there anything you saw that your team could be like, okay, we could take this here, and now they're going up against Phoenix. We should focus on this right here. We did this okay, but let's focus on this and let's do this a little bit better so when we play the next series we can be outstanding in it. Did anything hop out on you? Did anything hop out to you on that?
I mean, it was, to me, the Lakers like resilience in that game, because like most teams, you go down like 13 or 14 or whatever in the first half, they usually pack down. But when you got LeBron James on your team,
you're never out of it.
You're never out of it. And I felt like, and see their problem in the first half or whatever, they was missing wide open jumpers, and Caruso hitting the side of the backboard. Paul George, they can act like Paul George last year. And you had guys just missing wide open shots. But in the second half, whatever, they started to hit them shots or whatever.
Right.
So like it was really their resilience.
Right.
But I think, like you said, deeper in the playoffs, it's gonna be better competition. Because Golden State, played with injuries. They still almost won that game.
Yeah.
But like you said, with Phoenix, I think I told you in 6 games they could beat Phoenix. And I said the Clippers and them meet in the conference finals. I don't know about that. They could get upset the first round, but I think as the competition go up, they gonna
pick it up.
They gonna pick it up. They gonna rise to, and they kind of play with injuries too, though. But
at this point, everybody
the whole league. But unless they can get together and go to the finals. But they got that monster out in the East, man.
Yeah. It's a lot that I want to take away from that game. But before I get off into that, I want you guys to be able to follow the show. Cold Factz Podcast Show is displayed on your screen right here. I know you can see everything that's on my screen. We're going to talk about this later. Right there. Right there. This shit. Right here. But we're going to get back into sports. But I know if you're following, if you follow me, if you're tuned in live to me right now, we're going to get into that. But I would like for you guys to follow the Cold Factz Podcast Show. Also, if you tune in to YouTube, like, subscribe, comment. Also, I am live on Station Head right now also as well. So if you guys want to be able to just tune in and listen to that, leave a gem, leave a comment. Also, if you want to request to get on the show, you can just hit the button if you have a Station Head account, and I'll pull you in and you can talk on the conversation. I would love for you to talk on the conversation. It's cool with me. But if you really, really want to get my take, Eli, I'm just going to be able to just give it to you just straight. That game, the Lakers versus the Warriors, it was a lot that I liked about it, and then there was a lot that I disliked it. Again, both turnovers is big in both games. I think turnovers cost the Warriors the playoffs this year. I definitely think in the Memphis game more than the Lakers game, because it was just passes that I was just like, what are you doing in a crucial moment? I'll get to that one. But as far as the Lakers game goes in the hand, it was just turnovers, and also I just think he should have had a little bit of help from his supporting cast that he had around. They stepped up, but I'm not gonna sit there and say like, because Kelly Oubre was out and a lot of people was out. They stepped up and they had a chance to, matter of fact, they were up on the Lakers if I'm not mistaken. So they played together as a continuity of a team wise. They played phenomenal. I'm not gonna knock that, but they had the Lakers by the ropes, and they just let them back in the ball game. And I just really think ill-advised turnovers really cost them that first round match, that first round play in against the Lakers.
Yeah.
And Steph Curry was amazing, and again, they're gonna throw the kitchen sink at him. They're gonna throw the house at him. So I'm not gonna worry about that. Neither I'm gonna focus on that. But what I am going to focus on is now moving to the second game, which is the Memphis and Grizzlies game. And, man, if you guys haven't seen Ja Morant, man, he is a stud. He is there to stay. And if you're a Memphis fan or you're a fan of Memphis Grizzlies, you should be thankful that you got finally have a good player that's a key piece, and hopefully they do the best around him while he's in Memphis for his career. They played outstanding, and I like Memphis. They're a little scrappy team, and what I'm going to say might not be popular against some people, but I just think, to me, can't Steph can't do anything alone. We will both agree on that, but I just think by himself as a one-man show, nah. If that was Clay in that game, I guarantee you, probably the Warriors wouldn't even be playing the Memphis for the second time. They probably would have beat the Lakers. Again, they were up on them very handedly before the half. Not saying that it's a tale of two halves. You could be up one half and then totally get dismantled the next half. But going back to my Memphis, what I'm saying about the Memphis game was that I just don't see him as a one-man show, that could get you anywhere far in the playoffs, like very, very far as what they want to go. Because at this point, they're not like Ja Morant. They're not playing like other teams. Let's just get in the playoffs. They've been there, done that. So for them to go where they want to go, which is championship, it doesn't matter if there was one-man show or two-man show. It's next man up mentality, and I understand that. But that game showed me a lot like, damn, if Clay was here, I believe this game would have been totally different.
Oh, yeah.
And I say that for both games. And I just don't look at Curry as just being that one man that could, outstanding player, best three-point shooter, whatever. I'm just giving you straight off the cuff because I love Steph. But as far as just a one-man show, that wasn't going to go anywhere. But because Memphis really, really did, they ain't locked down defense. But, Brooks kind of, was there with Steph, he was bodying them. They was throwing the kitchen sink at him. They were doing things like that. Right. And a lot of their teammates stepped up. Grayson Allen, who a lot of people, if you're familiar with college, you know about Grayson Allen. So him to step up. Ja Morant, the other guy, the Jackson guy. They played together as a continuity of a team. Now the last couple of minutes, it really wasn't supposed to be an overtime. Memphis made some ill-advised turnovers being that they're young. And, again, play-in tournament is playoffs to me. Right. Because you're going home either which way, so your season is over. So they just gave it another name, but it's still the same. Right. So, and plus it was a game 7, in that type of situation. Right. I'm just looking like, come on, man. It was just plays that made me scratch my head. And it just made me think like, damn, because the Warriors did do ill-advised turnovers. Like, it was just it was like 3 passes throughout the game that just made me just question, like, why would you do that? And again, they turned the ball over at an alarming rate when they played against the Lakers. So it kind of foreseen what would happen in the Memphis game. Right. Now, when they got to overtime, I thought they were going to pull it out. Yeah. I am going to say that. Me too. Because I was just like, damn, if Memphis blowed it here, then there's nothing else that they possibly can do. They proved me wrong. They also proved a lot of other pundits in the media and other people that was wrong. So kudos to them for moving on and going against the Utah Jazz in the first round. So kudos to them on that. But I just want to get your take on, because that Memphis and Warriors game, it was great. But it was a lot of things that me and you talked about off air that we're going to address now, that this game could have been wrapped up in many more ways than one. Right. And I'm going to let you elaborate on something while I, do my thing. Go ahead.
Because I was supposed to call you or whatever. Mm-hmm. But I got deep off in the game or whatever. Mm-hmm. But like you said, I'm a big Steph Curry fan. Mm-hmm. I think when he career over, he's gonna be a top 10 player.
Yes, for sure.
He's gonna be a top 10 player all the time.
For sure.
But he's not. He's that one player. He can get you because he had done it before. Mm-hmm. Like seeing young when he first 8 years or what? Not his first 8 years, but 2012, 2013. He get up to the first, second round or whatever.
Yeah.
Win a series.
Especially the Clippers back in the day. Yeah.
He win a series. But to get him to the finals, nah. He need like a second piece a second, scorer. Somebody like Bradley Beal
Mm-hmm.
and around him or whatever.
Yes.
But go back to that game, man. Like, I was hella disappointed, man. By the way they played, cause it like Memphis came out, like it's us against the world, like we finna shock the world. They came out, cause they ain't got nothing to lose.
Yeah, because everybody thought that everybody outside of Memphis, like, even me,
yeah,
I thought that. So.
Cause like we gonna be real. Then nobody really want to see Memphis in the playoff, but people in Memphis though.
Right. Before I let you finish that, as you guys can see on my screen now, Los Angeles Lakers 87 to the Phoenix Suns with 19 seconds remaining. We're gonna get off into that because a lot of people have been saying that the Lakers might can get scored on a little bit, and it just went final. It's 90 to 99. It just went final. It's 90 to 99, and the Lakers have lost the first game. Not saying it's the end all be all, but Phoenix did protect home court by winning game one. So we're gonna get off into that because that's a whole lot on that. But go ahead and finish the point that you were making, my man.
But like I said, Golden State, they didn't have a sense of urgency really. Besides really Steph though, they ain't had no sense of urgency, in that, especially in that first half. But like I told you, especially in that first quarter, it was like 15 turnovers though. They were just giving the ball away, turning the ball over, being killers with the ball. And I kept saying, like, this gonna backfire them on the game. But even if they do, come back, in the game or they'll take the lead. It's gonna be, hard or whatever. But like I said, Ja showed up. He played in really what won Memphis the game. They role players hit, shots though. And for some reason, like Golden State was leaving. Grayson Allen, Tillman, even Valanciunas or whatever before he fouled out. They was leaving them wide open. They was hitting shots though. And Golden State role players couldn't hit nothing. Like I said, the back of an ocean. And I'm gonna say this about Andrew Wiggins. To be a first round pick in 2014. He has talent. Like we all can see the talent that he got. He can play. But it just something missing. Like he don't show no emotion. Like something missing. Like in key games, big games or whatever.
Clutch moments,
man. Like
rubber meet the road.
Like Stephen A. Smith said, what he said, leg get tight, palm get sweaty. But like, okay, like Steph getting triple team. They throwing 2 or 3 guys at him. Okay, you got open shots or whatever.
You got to knock.
You got to knock them down. You get paid 25. I think he contracted $25 million. If I'm getting that much money or whatever, I'm gonna average 20, 25. Like, okay, Steph, you gonna get with Clay. Okay, you gonna get 40. Okay, bro, I'm gonna get you 25, at least 28. I got you, man.
Exactly.
I got you.
Exactly. And if you watch that game throughout, first, second, and third quarter, he couldn't miss. I was watching the game. I was like, okay, they got somebody to roll. Draymond, I'm not going to look for 20 and 15 points from Draymond. If you get 15 points from Draymond, that's a good night.
I'm going to get on him too.
Plus the defense.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to get on what his deficiencies were. Because he made some deficiencies to me. I'm like, you've been there.
Come on.
You know that you can't do that in that type of moment. Exactly. But the Andrew Wiggins thing was, throughout the game, he was wonderful, Eli. He was wonderful, G. Got down to that fourth quarter with the last. It started happening around the 8-7 minute mark.
Yep.
He throwed up a shot.
Man.
It hit nothing but backboard and came off. I'm talking about it didn't even hit the rim. And I'm like, did you take a last second shot? Like the last second free, like how the last second clock out, like the shot that most people say it was lucky by LeBron. I mean, you say you couldn't see and you shot a 32-foot footer where out you make it. I guess it ain't luck, but whatever. And people want to say that I ain't finna get on that narrative, but I'm looking at this guy and I'm like, bruh, it's coming down to the last seconds and you're not clutch. Like at least get where your bread is buttered at. And I'm this dude can't hit anything. He had 2 wide on threes in the corner. He had another 3 coming up. Mm-hmm. Then he hit a layup. He even the ball didn't even get to the rim.
Nope.
I'm looking at this guy like, oh my God. It was so many points in that game where they could have pulled it out.
Right.
And again, for them to go down, I think they went down 9, but with 3 minutes left.
3 minutes. I thought the game was over.
I thought it was over. But before they went down 9, the reason why they were down 9 is because what me and you had said was because of the ill-advised turnovers. It was plays that, like I told you earlier, we talked off air. Steph was coming down the lane, and he made a back door one. So he was coming down just the back end of the baseline, and the dude, I don't know if was it Poole or was it to run the Anderson guy.
Yeah, Anderson, yeah.
Somebody tried to thread him a pass. Yeah. And I'm like, it's 3 guys there. Now, if he would have made it look good on SportsCenter, but right then and there, and the type of movement and the type of, I'm playing it safe. I'm just gonna wait. If I know I can't get it to Steph, I just ready for him to circle back, and I'll just give it to him. Yep. And if he decides to shoot that bitch from half court and they miss or go in, I'm cool with that. Yep. But don't just give up an ill-advised turnover, then they go down and shoot it. Yep. And then you come back down, do another ill-advised turnover, or miss a shot, then they go back down there and shoot it. Because that's how they got up 9. Yep. And a couple of threes, Poole hit some nice threes.
Oh yeah.
If I was the Warriors, I'd keep him around. Oh yeah. Because that 3 before the Memphis game was over, he hit. Mm-hmm. It was supposed to be over a lot more fast. He hit that 3 and they were still in it. Oh yeah. So that was very that was some key things I took. Yeah, that was some things I took out of it too. And I just think the Warriors cost themselves the 2 games from LA and the game with Memphis. Turnovers. At an alarming rate. And I want to get your take on this again. Do you think that when Klay coming back, maybe the turnovers go down? But I don't really even recall them with Klay playing that recklessly. I don't know if that's something that just happened over the course of the year, new teammates, but we've always seen Warriors just move the ball. They barely make turnovers. Right. So maybe that's because they compensated for Steph and it's all they got or whatever. But being that Klay Thompson will be returning, how do you see this? How do you see them playing out for next season?
Okay, on the turnover part, you said with Klay Thompson, it wouldn't be like that because I think with Steph, making a lot of turnovers. Like you said, you got 2 or 3 guys on you, hounding you or whatever, all night or whatever. Mm-hmm. So what they say, like ghost, whatever. You gonna make some turnovers or whatever. Mm-hmm. But it kind of reminded me of the game 7, mm-hmm. to 2016 against you, like LeBron or whatever. Steph threw the pad behind the bag. Mm-hmm. They would just turn the ball over in the final few minutes of the game. If they make a couple shots or whatever, they go back to back. But we ain't gonna talk about that. Though.
And LeBron probably just have 3 rings.
Yeah. But
maybe. Yeah. Who knows? Because if you take away something from history, how you know you ever go to LA? Right. Which I think you might go to LA, but how you know you ever win? So there's a lot to take away from that. But I feel you on that one.
But yeah, I think if Klay come back, like Stephen A. Smith said, I can see them in the conference finals against the Lakers next year with Klay, because Wiseman gonna be good when he finally develop.
Yes. I hate that he was out too.
Yeah. I do. He would have been a big addition defensively, and he could score.
Yes.
I don't know what they're gonna do by Wiggins. If they're gonna keep him, or they gonna. I think they're gonna bring Oubre back. I'll bring Oubre back. They'll let him come on the bench.
Me too.
Be a solid player.
Because they will have Draymond, Clay, Steph, Wiseman. Who that 5th guy is? Is it Poole or is it? Maybe it might be Oubre.
Maybe Oubre or Wiggins though.
Yeah, Wiggins. I'm sorry, I forgot about that. And a lot of people like Andrew Wiggins. I like him too.
I like him,
but just those last couple of minutes I'm watching the game, like, I have a different mentality. A lot of people have a different mentality. And it's so easy to say this from looking out, but looking in. But I say I know what I would do if I was in that moment. Yeah, like I want it. Yeah, like I'm finna shoot.
Yeah.
I'm not getting scared and getting timid. I ain't saying that's what he was, but it's just like, damn, I see you knock down these jumpers throughout 3 quarters.
Mm-hmm.
Fourth quarter come from the 8-minute mark down. You didn't get a shot. I think you made just one shot.
One shot.
How can that be?
That was the tie of the game.
They're trapping still.
Mm-hmm.
Get your ass down in the perimeter.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing about the game that I hope that kind of offset, I hope a great 3-point team meet a great perimeter team. I mean, I ain't talking about perimeter from 3. I'm talking about just perimeter around the basket.
Mm-hmm.
So you jack up a 3, when you miss that bitch, we guaranteed to get 2 back on the end.
Mm-hmm.
And can just lock you down defensively, because it just seems like it's just so comfortable for you to shoot a 3 and you don't have no perimeter game.
Yep.
You have nothing.
Yep.
That's what I give people like Kawhi props.
Yeah.
That's why I give people like Paul George and other people, just people in general that can just shoot perimeter shots.
Yeah.
You can shoot 3s, but I'm not finna stand out here and shoot a 3 all the time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to get the points that's given to me.
Oh, yeah.
And I just seen, when I watched him play, I'm like, damn, dude, fuck the wide on 3. Go attack the basket.
Come on, man.
Like, they said, well, it's analytics. Fuck the analytics, bro.
Yeah.
Right now, I ain't got time to be at a map. You following the analytics. I watched analytics, and I watched Houston Rockets miss 27 straight 3s, and I'm watching the game yelling, bitch, shoot a 2. Shoot something. They shot 27 straight 3s and missed every, and this ain't no shoot a 3. We shoot a 3, we miss it, we come back down. We get a stop on the Warriors. We shoot a 2. No, they took nothing but 3s. 27 straight times, and they missed all 27 threes.
27.
Now, I guarantee you, if I at least half that in half and put half 2s, half 3s, I bet you they'll shoot at least more 2s. If they went 0 from 27, well, okay, you might go 0 for 3, but I win at least 6 of something from the field in 2s. That's why I hope the NBA can be offset to be like, okay, it ain't all about the 3-point shot. God damn it, if we can get a 2, take a 2.
Mm-hmm.
You let the 3, you have specialists. Because if I was a coach, I would have specialists.
Right.
I would have 3-point specialists. 3-point specialists that's just for 3s.
Right.
And then I have an option guy.
Right.
Kind of like Embiid.
Mm-hmm.
You want to shoot 3? Okay, you got you 2 shots. You take 2 3s. After them 2 3s, you don't shoot no more.
Oh, yeah.
All you do is perimeter. On the
Yep.
block. Yep. And that's what it came down to me about the Warriors. I was just like, y'all not Steph. At this point in time is a crucial point in the game. You need to be taking perimeter shots. If he want to jack up a 3, you jack it up. You don't do it.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
right.
That's how I looked at that game. I just looked at it. They just really, really turnovers, and they really, really left it.
Yeah.
They really gave this.
They gave it up, man.
And I know they're gonna be kicking themselves in the ass off. Some on that, but they did.
Gave it up, bro. Because, like I said, it's 2 games, man, that they should have won.
Mm-hmm.
2 games. But like I said, in that second game, the role players, they got tight. Man.
Very.
But like I said, when Clay come back, I can see him in the conference finals. But and too, Golden State got their first round pick. I think the 3rd or 4th pick.
Really?
Yeah, they got 3rd or 4th pick
this year.
Minnesota had traded with them or whatever.
Oh. They
got 3rd or 4th pick, so they can get. I mean, they can get somebody else or size, or they can trade. They can trade for a super. They can trade for an All-Star or whatever. Trade to get an All-Star.
You think they'll give up Wise before an All-Star?
I think they should keep Wise, though.
I think so too. I would just build in the draft, man. Yeah. Unless a free agent want to come and sign for the minimum, or he just a key piece free agent that like, damn.
Yeah.
Like, I can't give me a key. I don't even know who up for free agency this year.
I mean, Bradley Beal gonna be available, but
okay.
I would go after him.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. I give him my pick for him.
Yeah.
But ain't nobody really out there.
Yeah.
I really draft from within.
Yeah.
And I give the Spurs a lot of kudos on that. They do work from within. Mm-hmm. They go get who they want to get. But if ain't nobody trying to just literally like, hey, I want to come here.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't go after nobody except what you said, the Bradley Beal situation, because I'll be trying to do
Bradley,
everything. But
yeah.
I think you put him in a situation with the Warriors. You know,
Yeah.
Or in Portland.
Because he can score.
Yes. Scoring specialist.
Yeah. See, he ain't really got to worry about defense. I mean, defense for real because you're gonna have Clay, you're gonna have Draymond, you're gonna have Wiseman.
That's what I was trying to explain this to one of my homies. That was well, we talk sports a little bit. We'll chop it up and then not only will we just talk about sports, we'll talk about other things in general. But I was telling him, I was like, Steph don't have to do defense. Clay's defense. One thing I respect about Clay can stop somebody and go for 50 if he need to.
Yeah.
Stop somebody and give you 25.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Steph is a pure scoring specialist.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But you do need a scorer.
Yeah.
And them picking up Bradley Beal would be a very plus. But if they're going to draft, I would draft a defensive guy.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, okay. Because I didn't know they had the top pick from Minnesota. So that kind of puts, you could possibly say they'll be in the play. With Clay coming back, I'm saying in the playoffs anyways. But what I'm just definitely going to say is I would go after Bradley Beal, either give that pick up.
Yeah. Or
if Bradley Beal we can't come to some mutual agreement where I can just sign that probably they have to pay luxury tax or whatever, how that works out. If them, I'm drafting defense.
Yeah. A lot of people saying they make, but Giannis signed their contract though.
Yeah, I don't think Giannis going on. You do?
But I don't think he would fit in that Golden State system though.
Why not?
I think he would though. I think KD, fit in better though because
Yeah.
Because KD can score, he can
Yeah.
Come to they spread the ball right, he can shoot.
Mm-hmm.
So Giannis had to be down in the paint though all the time.
Right. Yeah.
He can't run up down the floor though.
Yeah, and he gotta get better around the shooting, but I don't think they would have him shooting threes. I think they would really just keep him down low. That's just me. Yeah. But how the game going again, I just hope they find that team that can just offset it and be able to really, really, because all these threes, I see players that I know I've never seen taking really a three or made one in a game. Mm-hmm. You probably made one, but that's not really your calling card. Mm-hmm. And they got you jacked. Like Carmelo Anthony is a prime example in Houston of why it didn't work. Yeah. He's not that type of sit in the corner spot up guy. No. They in Portland, hey, bag back. This right here at Melo. They was coming down the floor, and I guarantee you not. I said they finna get this ball right back to Melo and be like, "Hey, this your possession right here." Yeah. And they did it. They side up the screen, gave it to him. You gotta let him work. Yeah. He ain't no last 3 seconds shooter type of guy. Yeah. That ain't gonna work. And a lot of these guys in these systems are just trying to just emulate it, and it's not gonna work. You see, and I don't think he would be that, but be that as it may. I'm just gonna wrap this conversation up and just be like, be that as it may. Yeah. I think they're gonna be something to be reckoned with next year in the West. Yeah. With Clay coming back again, we have to see it's gonna be a long grind this season. But barring injury, they're healthy and depending on their off-season moves. I think they say San Francisco, they're the Golden State Warriors still to me. Mm-hmm. Although they're supposed to be the San Francisco Warriors, but still Golden State to me. I think they'll be viable. They'll really, really be good. In other notes, I do want to get on, get with you up on the. I tried to pull the bracket up to see how the bracket is. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up in a minute. I wanted to ask you your thoughts on Milwaukee getting Game 1 against Miami Heat because it was. If they would have lost that game, it would have been so much psychological pressure. I think that's on the team. Yeah. This is the same team that knocked you out last year. So being it as it may, I said they got to at least win game 1. Mm-hmm. And I'm not judging the Heat on this high pedestal, although they made it to the finals. But being that, I thought Giannis was on because now I don't think he's getting out the East because you got 3-headed monster in Brooklyn. But I want to see him make it to the Eastern Conference Finals. And we've seen Giannis be at that door, just that next step, and he come up short. So, being that this is a first-round matchup, I don't see him here. I don't see him going out the first round against the Heat's not a good look for him. Mm-hmm. And the pressure's going to start ramping up on him pretty soon. Right. Not from me, but from media and people in general, that guy needs to come up with something. You feel me?
Mm-hmm. But with that game, I was encouraged from with Milwaukee, but I kind of wasn't though, because I kind of looked at the box score. I said, but how many times you think Jimmy Butler gonna go 4 for 22 though?
Not many times.
And have 17 points, and y'all just win by 3 points though. I mean,
what?
I think. Mm-hmm.
For real?
He went 4 for 22, man, and had 17 points total in the game, and y'all just barely squeak out
in overtime. That's some new information.
Bro, I couldn't believe I said Jimmy Butler went 4 for 22, man.
At 17 points.
Had 17 points. The only reason he got to 17 because they take it overtime. That little layup.
And they still took all them. It took them way down to the last couple of seconds.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna watch out for that. You said 4 for 22,
bro. Because they kind of showed it a little bit on Facebook too, but I kind of look at the box score sometimes. Sometimes you go look at the box score. I'm like 4 for 22, 17 points in 46 minutes. I'm like, bro, I don't know. That's kind of scary right there, though.
I don't see him going for 4 for 22 from the field. He might be on to something.
No, but
who was that leading scorer on that team? On Miami?
I think it was Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson had 25.
Mm-hmm.
Duncan Robinson. I'm gonna go back and make sure, but I think it was Duncan Robinson. Duncan Robinson.
Oh, I got some breaking news on that one. He had 25. He their leading scorer, and you mean to sit here and tell me? Oh my God! As you guys can see right now on my screen, I done pulled it up. Me and Eli's going to go through this one by one. We're gonna go from round one to the conference semis, to the conference finals, to the finals. This is the bracket that you currently can see as being broadcasted right here in front of your face. I accept cookies. We went through the play-ins and whatnot, so we're finna get right into the first round matchups. But what did you find out about that? Because that's an interesting stat. Because if you go 4 from 22 from the field, 17 points, your other guy, which is a great three-pointer, I might not add, great three-pointer, he comes in the game and he has 25. And you mean to tell me Jimmy Butler only had 17 for 4 for 22 of shooting? I doubt that he goes 4 for 22 with 17 points. So that 4 for 22, if he just gonna take 22 shots, that 4 for 22 will easily improve to at least 12 of 22, or at least 13 of 22. So those 17 points probably could be, because he hit 2s and 3s. That's another guy I like too, because he'll pull up on your ass and hit a jumper right then and there. He ain't no 3-point guy. You feel me? You on to something on that one. This might be, because I thought they just neutralized them and they won. It was gonna be a hard-fought series. That changes my mind.
Yeah, because he almost had triple double. He had 17, 8, and 10. 4 for 22, 46 minutes. Duncan Robinson had 24, and Dragic had 25. Bam had 9.
Yeah. Bam is more of a defensive rebounding type guy. I really don't see him as a scorer or somebody that can just put the ball in the basket. I mean, he can shoot, but he's not needed for that. You feel me? So, that's for me looking outside looking in. I don't know what's their game plan, but as far as me, if he was on my team, I wouldn't want him as a squad. I want him as a defensive guy. I need his end on the defensive end. Wow.
And Hero had 10 points. And they didn't really play their bench like that. Iguodala had 2. Trevor Ariza had, I think he started. I think he had 8.
Who they bench? That sounds like a veteran bench they got.
Yeah, Degman had 2. Iguodala had 2. Kelly Nunn. Ain't Kendrick Nunn, but that's his name is the backup point guard.
Yeah, the guy that said had much promising then coming in. He's his second year.
Yeah, he had 10.
Okay.
Yeah, so, and they only lost by 2.
Wow.
Look at the Bucks box score. No, Giannis had 27. Milton had 27. But the Drew Holiday pickup was huge, though.
Yes, it was. Yeah. They needed that.
Yeah.
They needed that. They did need another score.
PJ Tucker went scoreless.
He's a defensive guy.
Yeah.
Who else? Who else? How many Giannis had?
Well, he had 26, 18, and 5.
Okay.
I told Milton had 27, 66. Brook Lopez had 18. Holiday had 20, and I can say Da Vinci he had 3, and Portis had 8.
Devanucci.
Yeah. And
It
Forbes
took me
had
making his name
5.
too.
And that was it, man.
So
They still managed to win by 2 points, though.
wow. The 76ers beat the Wizards today, 125 to 118.
Mm-hmm.
It was that close.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Hawks and the Knicks will be coming up at 6 o'clock. You guys, you can check that out on TNT. Also, following that game, the Grizzlies versus the Jazz. We probably can see John Morant and them carry that out from Friday till tonight on the road.
I got some breaking news about that game 1-2 though.
What's up?
Donovan Mitchell will not be playing tonight.
Oh.
She said sore ankle. He will not be playing tonight.
I don't think they might not let if they get out the first round with Memphis.
They might not play him.
They might not play him to the conference semifinals. I hope not. Is it bad? How long he's been out with the ankle?
He's been out for like a month now.
Must be really, really severe.
Yeah.
Ankles are a tricky thing, bro.
Yeah.
That's why I find out. That's why I tell somebody like for LeBron to even come back, that was a normal person, they wouldn't have came back that fast.
Oh, no.
So I know that man is getting around the clock treatment. That's got somebody put $1 million into his body, which wish I could get on that train, but man, he's gonna be out this game. Wow.
Yeah.
Before we get that changed my opinion too on that series. Depending on is it just tonight or is it out?
What they said just tonight though.
Tonight.
He gonna miss tonight. That's all
so they play Sunday. They won't play again till Tuesday, right?
Yeah, he probably play.
Or Wednesday.
Game 2. But they, like you said, they might hold him out. If Utah win tonight, they might just hold him out.
Right. Woo. All right, you guys. So before me and Eli get off into this playoff bracket, yes. Okay. Before me and Eli get off into this playoff bracket or whatnot, want you guys to, like I said, follow the show. Leave me your comments. I'll pull it up for you guys if you just tuned in, if you want to listen. Cold Factz Podcast Show. Hit the follow. 48 followers. It was 45, so I got 3 followers. That's what's up. This is going to be a long road to prosperity, but I just want to say thanks to people that was down at the bottom while we go through this grind to come up. Because the only way is up, and the only way down would be death. Bless the good Lord that we ain't going through that right now. But anyways, Cold Factz Podcast Show at Factz Co. You can also hit us up on YouTube. You can just hit the Cold Factz Podcast Show, subscribe and like. You see that we're live right now, that I'm broadcasting. Also, if you missed any other shows and you want to go back, you guys can feel free to go back. Me and Eli have been at this for a while. So we have a lot of shows viewed up. We have some 2-hour shows, some short shows. Also, I have my wonderful guest that always comes on to talk about Chrissy. We'll be talking about the special guest. Guest talk. She had some Real Housewives of Atlanta talk. Also, I will be getting her back on the show very, very soon to talk more with us. Also, I'm a newbie on Station Head, so if you're listening right now live on the YouTube, you can also tune in to Station Head, which I am going live right now on Station Head at Cold Factz 93, all capital letters at Cold Factz 93. Meanwhile, I'm gonna take a brief intermission. Brief break on Station Head, but we're gonna continue on YouTube. So I'm gonna take a brief intermission on Station Head, and we're gonna continue on YouTube. So if you don't want to miss these NBA playoffs review, I suggest you tune into my live on YouTube because we're gonna keep going. But I'm going to just take a brief intermission on Station Head. So you guys know how that is. Just hop over to YouTube and talk with me, Eli, on this. Because this is going to get a little deep, a little time lengthy, but it will be well worth it because I promise you I will share this show. I think me or Eli will probably get the finals right the amount of games. Because the best team always wins. So some of this shit ain't hard to figure out, but it's going to be an upset somewhere. So you guys, if you're listening on Station Head, please just jump over to YouTube live broadcast. I will be back on this station in about 10 to 15 minutes. All right. All right. Now, for you guys that's listening on YouTube, as you can see right now, that I have the whole playoff screen that's listed in front of me right now. Want you guys to take a real good look at that. Take a real good look at it. Tell me what you see. Do you see any upsets in the first round? Well, I like this up. Even my host Eli. Well, we both know, but you see any upsets in the first round? Well, and if you want to talk while I take this brief little intermission real quick, but just look at that, cause I got an upset in there.
I see 2 on the West, bro. Could be 3. I see. I see 1 on the East. Bro. I don't know, bro. I think I see 1 on the East. 2 on the West.
This is only first round now, so I want you guys to look.
Yeah.
We only talking first round. We ain't even made to the second round yet, because we got to write all that stuff down. But just look at the first, and you can keep looking at it. I'll give you about 5 more minutes. Oh, you can go ahead.
I'm gonna say, man. I'm like, man, do you think LeBron like really, he say he 100% though, but do you think he really 100%? Because I looked at his stat, like he had 18 points.
Oh man,
they got held to 85 points, man, tonight.
90.
What was it, 90?
Yeah,
90, 99. Okay.
Oh, okay. Really? He had 18.
18 points.
I thought he had 28. Now I said, okay, he just had 28. Like LeBron always go 20. 18?
18, bro. AD had 13. This well, so
I ain't even a Lakers fan. Just something is wrong. Again, we discussed it in the background because we finna get into this this bracket thing with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a triple double. Shot 50% though, 6 of 13. But just take 13 shots though.
Man, Eli, I don't know, bro. You said 18.
Yeah, 18 points.
This one game, so I ain't finna overreact, but
LeBron always.
I don't want to hear this in the media about does it look like this the end of LeBron, and we know what's going on.
Oh yeah,
like the growing injury.
Yeah,
he might start getting stop. Just stop. Like I don't want to hear that type of talk. 18.
He just took 13 shots. It shocked me though. Like I expect him at least take about 20, 22 shots though. Yeah, I'm gonna have triple double. 18, 7, and 10. And AD will hit 13 points, man. That's not good, man. Okay, let me see. Who would they lead score tonight?
Oh, have mercy. Wow. If you asking me straight up, bro, before we get into this playoff break, if you asking me straight up, is he still hurt? I'm gonna say yes. Him scoring 18 points and throughout this playoffs, because it's only 4-game series, but and it's just the first game, so I ain't gonna take he ain't 100%, but he's out there, and to people they think he's 100%, but we know, and me from listening to Shannon and other people that not just they hadn't played basketball, but they had similar injuries, and I've had ankle injuries, man.
Yeah,
and when I swear, like, for me to start back walking is a blessing, like, no lie, because you really, really understand how important your foot is.
Man.
And, like, I remember I had injured my ankle skating. Now, LeBron had his, I think, was it out inward? Yeah. It was kind of inward. And I've had mine mostly outer. I've only had a few inward, but I can't really say how many because I just know I don't even like them, that they hurt.
Yeah.
And like you can't walk, and I don't know if he heavily taped. Also, I've seen some points through even the Warriors. When they was playing the Warriors, he was just jogging out. He tried to yoke that bitch on. He tried to yoke it on him, but I do think he's hurt, and the points are starting to scare me, bro. Like, if he's hurt and he's dropping 25, 27, I'm like. And I'm not saying like, oh, the points matter. Well, the points do fucking matter because you have to win the game from the points. But 18 points scaring me, B. And AD, I know he hurt, but I don't know. I don't know what the fuck going on. He had 9 when we came back when we went before we got our drinks. He had 9. I said, it's the third quarter. You got 9 points. You should be punishing people down there with 80. You don't have that many.
Yeah.
Then Drummond is there. How many Drummond had?
Well, he had 12.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you that.
That's what I expect from him. I expect 12 from him. I expect 20. I expect 25 to 30 points from you.
Oh hell no, they ain't beating this, man. Hell no. I'm gonna go with those.
Hell no, they ain't beating it.
Hell no.
Bro, everybody said, bro, look here. That's why I told you before we get into
emotions out of it, man.
Yeah, because I'm being honest. That's why I told you on our last show before that, well, probably was last show, bro, they ain't beating it.
No.
And I'd rather for him to lose against Phoenix the first round than me see him go all the way there. I'd rather get dogged for you losing the first round because you're going to get dogged either which way it go. Because you lose again in the finals, that's on your resume, B. Yeah. And that just further hurts your argument, quote unquote, because to me and to a lot of others, because I take greatness in different totalities. So you talk about the greatest basketball player, arrow-wise. Yeah, because the statistics and everything can bear it out. Yeah. If you talk about clutch and all that, which we talked about, that's Mike and Kobe, and I'll debate that with you another day. Yeah. I'd rather for him to lose first or second round, for this dude to go all the way to the finals, because you're losing against the Nets. 18 and AD coming up like he's coming up. AD should not be scoring 13 points against any team. Okay, if you want to say 13 against the Warriors, I'll give you that because Drake wasn't defending him very good. I don't even know what he had in that game. What did he have in that game? If you can get those stats for me. This man scored 13 points in the first round playoff game against Phoenix on the road. You lose 90-99.
But you know the Lakers, they always, and especially like the first game of the series. Well, LeBron led his team first game of the series, they don't play well for some reason.
And also they ain't battling injuries. Like they hurt, man. They hurt. Something is up. I ain't speaking for LeBron because LeBron is LeBron. Like, you know what I'm saying? I never doubt that man ever.
At 25, bro. Against the Golden State.
That's what you need to be giving me.
12 and 2. Right. He went 10 and 24. Mm-hmm. He took 16 shots tonight. He was 5 16. He had 14 against New Orleans. Okay, I'm gonna go through these. I'm gonna go through the roster. LeBron had 18. AD had 13. Drummond had 12. Caldwell Pope had 7. Dennis Schroeder had 14. Okay. Caruso had 10. Ooh, I don't even want to say their name. Cool, man.
This the Warriors matchup or the Phoenix?
This is the day.
Today? Oh, this today?
Yeah.
Run through them numbers again.
Okay,
run through them numbers. Yeah,
AD had
13. I ain't gonna let that get out of my mind.
LeBron had 18. Mm-hmm. Drummond had 12. I'm gonna have double. Caldwell Pope had 7. Schroeder had 14. Caruso had 10. Kuzma was just out there. He had some rebounds on assists, but he was just out there. He didn't score. Harold had 12. Matthew had 2. And THC Tucker had 2. That was it, man. That was it. Yeah, Kuzma had a goose head.
Wow. All right, you guys. Hey, I'm back. We back live. If you're coming back in from if you're on station here right now, you tune back in from the brief intermission. We're back. You're back live on air. If you've been on YouTube with me watching live, you've been listening for a long time. But if you're just coming back on the station here and you're just now listening, you've been in a brief intermission. You've been listening to some of my fire tracks in my playlist. If you like it, just like those tracks. I know they fire as hell. So you've been listening to those as well. But you now back tuned in to us live on air. So.
Go ahead.
Well, go ahead. Finish what you got to say.
Miles Bridges, had 10 for the Suns. Jay Crowder had 8. Damn, Aiden had 16 rebounds, but he had 21 points, 16 rebounds.
Damn, Johnny, what do you need?
Booker had 34.
Yeah.
Damn, killer, man.
Yeah, it sounds more like
man, you can't do nothing with Booker. Man, Chris Paul had 7.
Mm-hmm.
Johnson had 10.
Okay.
Cameron Payne had 5. They bench didn't play well for real. And Sarek had 4.
Okay.
Each one more. They didn't score.
Okay. All right. Well, we had to let Eli read off them numbers because if you was listening on YouTube, and like I said, if you've been following us on YouTube, we've been playing the whole show, so you've been listening in the background. Again, I know if you're watching live on YouTube, and if you tune in the station here and you're watching live, and if you're listening live, just tune in to YouTube and you can watch. I have a playoff bracket up here, and I've been asking guys, have you seen any upsets in the first round right now in your face? We finna get off into that bracket now. I just got that Eli on that question about this Phoenix Suns game. We're gonna get off into this because it's in that first round bracket. So we're gonna wrap it. We're gonna wrap up that conversation. But that conversation that puzzles me, man. I haven't seen him run. Me literally watching him before we get into this. Me literally watching him, man. I haven't seen him make 18 points in a playoff game. Like
seen Dallas probably.
Yeah, that was. He was in the finals when that happened. And that's even worse.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? Like, that's even worse. So we're going to get off into that. But first round matchups, you guys have stayed at it long enough. Hopefully, I would like for you guys to comment. Again, if you're on station here and you're listening, you're tuned into the Factz podcast show. You can just hit me up on Twitter. You can hit me up on Twitter. You can easily follow. You can comment or anything. And if you want to request to get on air while listening to me, you can. And we also can get you in on a conversation as well. You can ask me, my guy Eli, anything that you want, and we'll hit you up and we'll be able to get you going on that. But we're finna get off into this playoff thing. I got an upset in here, and I'm gonna call it. And I'm gonna go out on a limb, and I'm gonna call it, bro. I'm gonna call it, and I'm gonna go out on a limb.
Okay.
I got Dallas beating the Lakers. I mean, not Dallas beating the Lakers. I got Dallas beating the Clippers, and I got them beating the Clippers in 6 games. And I'm calling it, bro. I'm fucking calling it, and I'm finna write it down right now. And if you listen on YouTube, I'm calling it. That upset right here. This the upset that I got right here, right there. And that's the upset that I got. And I'm taking Dallas over LA Clippers in 6. In 6. Who's your upsetter? Because I gotta draw a line. We finna talk. It's finna get real good over time. So when you got an upset? First we go on the upset route.
I got Portland in 6.
Portland over
Denver in 6.
All right. I'm gonna write you down on that. We gonna hold this shit to account. So you got Portland over Denver in 6 too. Okay.
They ain't have a walk-off shot in 6.
All right. Okay. Oh, you put your ass painted damn fantasy. They might win this season. We ain't finna catch no Houston walk-off shot. Oh no, PG body shot. That shit's organically happens. But okay, you put a little fantasy on now. All right. Okay.
On the West, I got LA in 6 still. I mean, I for right now. Now they losing their game.
Well, they ain't upset. Okay.
Yeah, they losing their game, but
we gonna give me another upset. What you
I'm not sure about Utah. Maybe see it right now. I got Miami over Milwaukee. At first I said 6. I said 7. I think go 7.
Okay, you got Miami.
Miami 7.
Yeah, because most people don't see his upset, then they see his upset too, and I'm like, yeah, because it's a lot of onus on Giannis right now, and he needs to take that next step. So yeah, you losing in the first round. You've been in the Eastern Conference Finals and second conference semifinals. You ain't no first round type of guy.
Right.
So okay, I'm gonna give you that one too. Okay, Miami over.
So I got a question. So who's the favorite in the? Okay, the Knicks the 4th seed and Atlanta the 5th seed. So there wouldn't be no upset.
Okay. You say, hold on, before I go to that, Miami over Milwaukee in 7.
I said 7. At first I said 6. I said Miami 6.
I'm gonna put some exclamation points. I'm gonna mark it out because I kind of low key think that one too. All right, you talking about the New York and Atlanta series? It ain't an upset to me
upset, though,
because I think New York gonna win.
Yeah, they gonna
I think
win.
they're gonna win in 6. I want to say 7. I almost let 7 slip off my tongue. I almost let 7 slip off my tongue. You gonna say 6?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm gonna go New York, Atlanta in 6 too. Okay. We got the upsets out the way. I only see one upset. Eli sees 2 upsets. Give us your thoughts, your concerns, what you want to talk about. Again, if you want to station head, you can request to come into the room. You also can just comment on YouTube, and I can also give you my number to call in, and the number for the show to call in, and you can maybe just tell us what you want to tell me. But you can do that on station head as well. But if you're on YouTube, you can come in again. You can come in, and I'll just give you the number to call in and talk about this with me or Eli. But back to this. You got 2 upsets. The Miami over Milwaukee 7 games. Yeah, that will be an upset for Milwaukee fans. Portland over Denver. Me and you both see that differently. But I got Dallas over the Clippers in 6. I see Luke going off. And it will be so funny. Because I like watching Undisputed, and I know a lot of people, even if you listen right now, a lot of people watch that. If you don't watch sports a lot, like we do, it's just fun because I just want to see the excuse gonna make.
Oh yeah.
Because you know what's funny? I told myself, I said it would be funny if I saw Skip and LeBron just all of this they come out on top. They somehow beat the Nets. I don't think that shit gonna happen, but they somehow beat the Nets. He would have an excuse.
He ain't gonna show up for work.
He ain't gonna have it. He gonna have an excuse for that.
Oh yeah. He gonna say everybody was hurt.
You didn't play the Clippers. I'm like, hold on, man.
The Clippers.
I'm like, you really can't win. Yeah, you really can't win. You just don't like the guy. But my train of thought on this one is, I that would be the talk, bro. That will be the talk of the whole. It'll be a talk about a week or so because the playoffs gonna roll on and bigger games gonna come, so it's gonna fade off. But man, Dallas over Clippers in 6.
Oof.
And guess what? If you listen to me right now, if you're listening on Station Head, you listen on YouTube, and shared anything, put me on the motherfucking book. If Dallas wins game 2 in LA at the Clippers on their floor, they're not coming back to LA, and they're on the possibility and verge of getting swept in Dallas. Now, if they do win game 2 and they come out stagnant in game 3, I'm gonna say you resting on your laurels, because they're not gonna lay down. You're gonna have to put them out. And if Dallas goes to it, well, Dallas already in LA right now. If they win tomorrow, I don't know when they play again, because we'll know, and then me and you'll have a show. But if Dallas wins game 2 in LA, it's over. Either it's I say 6, but if they win game 2 and they so happen to fuck off game 3, I'm gonna raid the broom and I'm gonna get on Twitter and I'm gonna make a video and I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna wave the broom because they ass getting swept, bro. For real.
If Dallas win game 2, like Shannon say, the courage my conviction. One of them, him or Skill said. Yeah. Can I change my? I'm gonna change my pick. I ain't said Clippers. I said Clippers in 7. Originally though.
So okay, so for the LA Dallas Clippers, down. I think it's an upset. So what's your prediction in this game? What's your series?
I had at first I had said Clippers in 7 because I looked at last year's series. I said, but dang, I said Dallas took Clippers 6 game without Porzingis. Because Porzingis got hurt in game 1.
Yeah, and they caught a questionable foul on his ass too. Yeah. That flagrant.
No, he got ejected in game 1.
Yeah.
He got hurt in game 2.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
They would have won game 1. They would have beat him last year though, the first round.
Mm-hmm. So, I still say that. All right. Don't look at me. I'm just taking the body of work into totality. You sure you don't want to put that on the upset alert?
Upset, but I can see an upset alert.
Buy low.
Instead of being on clip, I'm gonna be in the middle, like they say.
No, buy low. Stay high.
I'm gonna stay with them. Like Shannon, I'm gonna stay with them.
You gonna keep the stop.
I'm gonna stay with them, but and unless game 2, they lose game 2. Oh, they in a hell of trouble though.
You still got hope.
I don't see them winning 2 straight games in Dallas though.
I see. You better pray and say make it 1-1.
1-1.
Go back home 3-1, and then you play, and then you go game 7 and Dallas. Well, is it? Yeah.
Because man, like you said, if the Clippers lose this series, boy, it's gonna be a disappointment for Paul George and Kawhi though, because they gonna be because I said this at the beginning. Me and my homegirl talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
I said you had your own team. They would treat you like Jordan when you was in Toronto.
Yep.
But you decided you want to come home and play with Paul George. I like Paul George.
Mm-hmm.
Paul George and he was going up against LeBron and when he was in Indiana or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Miami was a better team though. Mm-hmm. He was taking the 7. I'm just saying I like Paul George, but in big games Paul George don't show up. For some reason. He don't show up, but the disappointment though, because I remember when Kawhi made that commercial, whatever. You remember the commercial that you saw on TV with he was riding the old school with the crown hanging or whatever, saying he was the new king of LA.
Mm-hmm.
But if they lose though this series,
that shit was pretty funny too. You know that was a shot at LeBron.
That was a shot at LeBron.
I ain't never seen that dude make a commercial ever in my life.
You don't hear Kawhi talk
at all, ever
though.
I ain't never heard that, so you knew that was a shot at LeBron.
But they lose this series, man. You thought last year was crazy because they was calling Paul George Pandemic P.
Got walked down. I watched all
the side of the backboard.
Man, hey, bro, man, look, I hope my channel grows as time goes on, and right now I got 1 listener, and if you listening right now, because I've had listeners in and out, I had about 3, I had about 4, but I got 1 listening, bro. If you listening right now, they lose this series, it's over. Somebody getting traded. Somebody leaving. Somebody. Now they blamed it all on Doc.
Yeah.
Because I told somebody last year, that ain't no coaching decision. That ain't no coaching problem. That was a player problem out there, B. Y'all ass got walked down. You got comfortable. Because the same shit I seen you go up on them on, you start lagging off. Mm-hmm. Because they was aggressively tackling them at the hole Denver. They were aggressively tackling him at the hole. Mm-hmm. And they was on Jokic. They double teamed him. They wouldn't even really let him get off a shot. He was making shots, but he wasn't making them at the time that they walked him down. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, they can't close. And they say, now Rondo is different. I said, bruh, I told somebody, Rondo 10 years ago? Okay.
He older now.
I'm going to say and be honest. Rondo played a key part for the Lakers. I don't never minimize or say anything that are disrespectful that I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say the man wasn't a factor. But let's not act like we don't know who was running the whole, Yeah. Let's not act like it was 2 guys really doing some work.
LeBron,
you feel me?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, you might have the man that's there, but you still got the king. Mm-hmm. And I'm looking at him like, okay. Rondo's there, but at the end of the day, Kawhi and Paul George still gonna have to step up.
Kawhi not LeBron. The greatest he is, he's not LeBron, man.
Exactly. So I'm sitting here looking at, all right, I want to see what you do going down 2-0. Now, going down 2-0, the reason why I call this an upset, I didn't think Dallas was gonna win game 1.
Me either.
But when I saw how they won game one and how effective Luka was, but is a key part about can your teammates replicate that? Because in the playoffs it's about consistency. And one thing that I did understood of why me and you went through it, and I know I'm going a little long, I'm gonna let you go off because we're gonna move on. Because I said it's gonna be real lengthy, and I really want to get this on the books. The reason why I say that growing up is why the big kids didn't want to play with the younger guys because we would have slowed them down. Like you don't want to get somebody that's they'd be like you be at remember we used to be in gym class and PE and stuff like that, and people would be on they'll pick everybody else, and then you be younger than like they ain't finna really pick you. You feel me? If you get on that team, they really ain't finna throw you the ball. You really ain't. That's like me playing with my older brothers back then. Until I like stepped up, like okay, I might not be where you at, but I can be on your level at least a little bit. But they play. Well, I don't want to say that they play. They don't need young. They don't need nothing. They don't want to play with young guys. They just. Man, it's hard to explain because me watching Luka put in the work that he put in on them guys, bruh, and I'm like, bruh, it's about consistency. And I was looking at Tim Hart, I'm like, man, these guys, they shoot, they helping them. And I was just like, Porzingis, he helped him.
Right.
And they're playing, and I'm like, damn, y'all was just up on this team. Kawhi dunking on folks. They were up how many points on this team?
I think like 8 to 10 or something like that.
And y'all keep getting walked down. Do nobody see the pattern? That's why I'm saying I'm picking them in 6.
But like you said, I'm
glad you making my points.
Don't nobody see the pattern, but I didn't like this shit. Like they try to blame the shit on Doc. I'm like, hold on. I'm like, Doc done won the championship now.
I'm watching you.
He'd have been in 2 finals. Don't blame that shit on Doc. Like Paul George got on Stack, all the smoke with us saying, he tried to make him like Ray Allen and shit. I'm like, nah, nigga, you were hitting the side of the backboard. Your ass just didn't show up or whatever. You felt the pressure.
You didn't step up.
Yeah, but they wanted to blame it on Doc. They wanted to fight Doc or whatever.
Exactly.
Now, I love Ty Lue, but Ty Lue ain't Doc.
And I love Ty Lue. And to your point, Doc wasn't the problem. Yeah. He wasn't the problem, bro. We watched it, bro. If you watch that series, they went up 3-1.
3-1.
I watched them lose 3 straight games in the fourth quarter in the last 6 minutes of possession with, bro, I don't know what it was. Double-digit leads. It's like 6-7 minutes to go in the game. Can't hit a shot. Froggy on defense. I'm seeing guys pass up the ball. I'm seeing people be passive-aggressive. Really don't want the moment. Want somebody else to come back. And look, bro. Look, you going to make it or miss that bitch anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So
I'm gonna shoot that bitch.
I seen somebody have a, bro. Let me tell you something. Montrezl Harrell played for them last year. He played with the Lakers now. I seen that man. They passed him the ball under the goal. All he had to do was just turn around, shoot it.
July Looney, Kevin Looney for Golden State.
Bro, it was so fucking easy. I swear to God. It wasn't a man. I'm getting up right now. It wasn't a man behind him. It wasn't a man on the side of him. He had thrown it over Buddy's head. He jumped up and caught it. If he would have just came back, he would have put it back. He caught the ball and passed it right back out to the 3 line.
I'm like,
now I said, he ain't want it.
Yeah.
He ain't want it.
Yeah.
And they got walked down for the second straight game. I said, oh, well, it's tied now because it was 3-1. It wasn't 3-0.
Oh, yeah.
People came back from 3-1. I ain't seen anybody come back from 3-0.
Yeah.
So, oh, shit. Oh, it's game 7 now.
I said,
it's anybody game now. Because when it gets to 7 games, anybody can win. You're going to stay with the team you want, but anybody can win.
And they was up 13-14 in game 7 in the second quarter. I'm talking, to my homeboy, I think. I'm like, well, I said, it look like they got the Kawhi showing out. Third quarter, they couldn't hit nothing, man, for the rest of the game. It's a blowout. It's an 18, 19-point game.
They sitting on the bench.
Kawhi just sit on the bench looking like he finna cry.
All right.
But like I said, Paul George hitting the side of the backboard, wide open.
It goes good for the first 3.
Yep.
If the game 8 or 10 points, no lead is safe.
Yeah.
They be sitting their hands on the ball and they get walked down.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, if Dallas beats them game 2, they might get one game in Dallas. Mm-hmm. That's why I say 6. Dallas gonna win in Dallas.
I see that.
I'm going to look. I'm going to look how they come out game 3. Mm-hmm. Depending on how they come out game 3, I will further my predictions because I say 6. So Dallas took a game. If Dallas gets another game, okay. Say they lose game 3. But if they get game 4 at home, and they already proved that they can win in LA. They won 2. You see? That's why I call the upset. This gonna make a whole lot for me. Now it could change, but if they win 2 games in LA, they're confident they can win in LA. So it's really nothing. So that way I say I'm gonna see how they look in game 3. So if they come out flat in game 3, I'm like, all right, that's 1, that's 2-1. They win game 4, and they go back for game 5. Now they won 2. They could beat them in 5, or they could beat them in 6. I'm gonna go with 6 and say LA protects, and they win. Mm-hmm. But that game 6 is a pivotal game in Dallas, and that will give what happens in game 7. I'm doing it, but it will tell what happened in game 7 because game 7 will be in LA. So, but that game's right here. That middle game before game 7 is pivotal. Mm-hmm. Game 6 in Dallas. Mm-hmm. And I bet the same shit that we seen happened 3 times in Denver. It's going to happen again. It's already happened once in this playoff series. People ain't paying attention to this team. It ain't the coach, bro. I'm looking at players in key moments, and I ain't sitting there saying nothing. I would say it to your face, like literally. Mm-hmm. I ain't doing it. I can show you the film, nigga. You doing it.
Oh yeah.
You doing it.
Oh yeah.
Not me. So again, they win game 2. Dallas wins game 2. I just say here I called it first.
Oh yeah. And they say, like Shannon Sharp say, Kawhi PG, the best perimeter, supposed to be the best perimeter defensive players than Mike and Pippen.
Leading the league in 3-point shooting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But like you said, but in the biggest key moments, 4 quarter team gonna run, y'all can't hold them on defense. Y'all supposed to be the best 2 perimeter defenders since Mike and Pippen on the same team. Like I said, y'all can't hold them, y'all can't stop nobody, y'all can't hit shots though. And Ty Lue supposedly, implemented the triangle offense.
Good.
Like that's why I said we gonna see, but like you said, I can see that. I can see you got me one shame my pick. I can see Dallas in 6 though. Because they can't go on Luka, man. Because the thing about Luka can score too, but he can get others. He gonna have a triple double. He can get others involved though.
And this key to that's why all of this got to work. And I hope it plays out like I hope it play out. But the key is his teammates. We know he can score and do all of that. Can Tim Hardaway step up? Can Porzingis step up? And I ain't talking about 35 and like wild numbers. They go off. I'm talking about 20, 25, 10, 15, 18.
Right.
And then your bench.
Right.
With things why I tell people about why I think the Lakers are going to at least get put out second conference round, depending on the team they match up, and depending on the bench wise, is that you make your big players stay out longer.
Yeah.
Because the thing that I like about the Nets is KD and Kyrie and Harden can go sit down for a substantial amount of minutes, and they have a bench that is a whole nother first team almost that could be a starting team somewhere else.
Right.
And could produce points. You don't have that. No, well, I was gonna say, but you don't have that, which causes
Right.
your guys to stay out longer, which
Right.
is produces more energy,
Right.
and we consistently come in
Right.
fresh, and we rotate, and the same players that I'm giving to you on my first team, I got on my second team.
Right.
So you base playing a whole damn team.
Right.
You can elaborate if you want on that, because that's how I look at
Well,
it.
actually, was that point to Lakers? I was going to ask you this though. I think I was talking to one of my coworkers, my manager, or whatever, at work or whatever. We were talking about the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Why? I'm like, why? Because he didn't play in the play-in. Why is Marc Gasol not on the floor? Because he created open space,
Mm-hmm.
for the shooters, or whatever, even for LeBron and them.
Right.
I know he's older, he'll step slower though, but he can pass or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and then he can score. I like Drummond though. I like Drummond as defense or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
If I was them, I would bring Drummond, whatever, off the bench though. I would kind of tweak my lineup a little bit. But like last year, when they had the White House, the White Howard, when they had the White Howard, Rondo, JaVale, Danny Green, was it Danny Green?
Yeah.
It was a couple guys they had. What Bradley, Avery Bradley got hurt, but he didn't play though.
Yeah, the other dude too.
I forgot his name.
Dudley was out there too.
Dudley, yeah,
he came in a little bit.
But like they had guys that contribute though, for like different matchups and whatever. Like, so that's why I said like why I don't think LA gonna repeat though, because they lost key pieces though. They let key pieces go. I think Marc Gasol should be playing though. I know he's old and he got playoff championship experience though. Drummond is never.
Yeah, more of a.
Yeah.
We didn't hit you. Now it's time to finesse you a little.
Yeah.
He can't be a full-time star, but he can be. I got you on it. I would do that too. That's how good teams think. So I got that upset. So that means Dallas would move to the conference semis, and I low key when you told me that Donovan's not playing, this is where it gets very good.
See, that's why I get sad about Golden State, man.
Just with the second round.
Steph would easily beat Utah, man. The Warriors would easily beat Utah if Donovan not playing.
It'd be Dallas. Exactly. It'd be Dallas. And it's Memphis and Utah series. If Donovan Mitchell doesn't, be able to come back and I don't know, but I do know one thing. If Memphis beats them game 1, I'm gonna see how the first 3 games go.
They play tonight, don't they?
Yeah, they play tonight. Which will be broadcast on TNT at 8 o'clock right after this game that's just going live between. Matter of fact, if you're watching right now, any games right now, Hawks and Knicks is live right now on TNT. So y'all can get over there and watch that game while we're continuously discussing the show. You're tuned into the Factz podcast show. If you can be so kind to like and subscribe. And again, I'm a newbie on Station Head. So, hey, if you like the show, just like it. Love the songs that we playing. You can run through my playlist. I'm have a little bit going through there. So, hey, I'm new to this show. Like it. On to my guy that's listening. Appreciate you. Again, hit us up at Twitter. I'm going to give y'all the link where if you just shoot over to YouTube, you can basically see it. Go to Twitter if you have a Twitter. It's the Factz podcast show at Factz Code. That's at capital FACTZ. The ACTZ is lowercase, capital F though, capital C, lowercase OLD at Factz Code. Follow, leave comments. I post throughout the day on the show. If you want to be able to get in on the show, just hit us up. Also, you can follow my guy Eli, at Eli Johnson at Facebook. Is that right? Also, L Lowry at
Eli Lowry _5526 on Instagram.
Eli underscore
Eli,
get that Snapchat again for us.
You talking about Snapchat?
Yeah, just give it to again for us, right? Cool.
Okay. So okay, y'all. Followers are watching the on Instagram. It's Eli Lowry, _5526 on it's Instagram.
Okay.
And on Snapchat, it's the same thing. Eli _ 5526.
Bet. Get at him as well. Also, he be on the show way throughout. One of my avidest special guests always on the show with me that's going to talk real with us. We're gonna get back into that again. If you listen to the station here, hop on the YouTube live and like and do whatever. The listeners that's listening, thank you guys for listening. What did you want to get? What did you want to clear up about? The Dallas is good. You want to clear up anything about the Memphis Utah before I make my pick on it? Because I'm going to make a straight pick and I'm just going to go off. If Donovan Mitchell comes back, which I don't think he might come back until game 4 or 3, because he's saying there's an ankle and he's been out a month already.
Yeah, about a month.
It's got to be very, they're very contingent with this, so I don't know. But this is with a question mark. If Donovan Mitchell comes back by game 3, then I might have a different discussion. But if he doesn't come back at all for this whole series, this is my pick.
I'm still a little salty about the playing game, but
me too.
Because my team supposed to be playing Utah. I think we would easily beat them. Not easily beat them, but we would have won. But if Donovan Mitchell don't come back at all, I think Memphis in 7 though. If Donovan Mitchell don't come back.
Okay.
But if he did come back like game 3 or game 4, I say Utah in 6. Utah in 5 or 6. I think I say Utah in 6 because I think John can get a game or so.
Okay. If Donovan comes back, game 3 or game 4, it will go 7. And I got Utah squeaking it out in 7. I have the Memphis Grizzlies straight up right now without Donovan Mitchell. I got Utah bringing each game will be close. You probably get one blowout game in Utah because I don't know how much fans and capacity they're gonna have there. And now that fans are in the game, it is somewhat affecting some. So to me, it affects. It puts a whole light on the playoffs having fans there because they go on runs and momentum. But dealing with all that, and like I said, if Donovan Mitchell comes back by game 3 or game 4, I'm going to say 7 games. Utah wins it. Straight up, I got Memphis in 6.
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah.
I got Memphis straight up in 6, and I got Memphis winning here at Utah the first game. I got them losing the second game. I got them winning both games at home, and I got them coming back in game 6 and winning at their house. That'll be real cool. So I got Memphis moving on to the second round versus Dallas. And in that next bracket at the bottom with the Denver and Portland, you got Portland. You got Portland in 6.
I'm gonna explain to you the reason I got them in 6 though.
Okay.
Now if Jamal Murray was playing, I think it's kind of missed because it's like 30 points.
Mm-hmm.
30 because sometimes he can go off of 40 or 50.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's gonna kind of hurt him a little bit. But even though I think Joe gonna win the MVP, Denver got the MVP. I just think Portland got some guys or whatever. I like what's the second guy who we just said name a little while ago. What's it? The second. He's like the light skinned guy. What's his name?
Poe
For Denver.
Damn. Michael Porter Jr.
He can score. They got Aaron Gordon. They got some pieces now.
Yeah, Aaron Gordon. Yeah.
Yeah, they got pieces though, but I just think Dame.
Yeah.
Dame. That's why I said
he took some great shots too. He like
man. Dame, Dame, motherfucker, man.
I said Steph Curry might be the greatest shooter, but that dude's the most greatest long distance shooter.
Yeah.
He take
him and Steph, yeah.
Yeah.
The
threes. Curry hit threes and he hit them.
Mm-hmm.
They be closer to the line. They be far, but they're not far back.
Long distance,
long distance threes. D Lillard's killing.
Cause you saw it in the All-Star game. It was way behind the half court line.
Yeah.
And Steph did it, but he had to kind of push it a little.
Yeah, like Steph can hit the threes, literally. Yeah. But it's that far back range. Like when you first come past half court with a jump ball, then y'all take the tip off for the game to start.
Yeah.
That's what he just. I'm like, that dude is a long distance sniper. Like
he shoot.
Yeah, and if he keeps on that trajectory, he'd probably be the best long distance 3-point shooter. Like, is the best 3-point shooter, the best shooter ever is Steph Curry, literally. But then it's the best long distance 3-point shooter. Because I think D Lillard would kill. Like, I know Steph can hit threes, and I believe like threes, but I'm talking about from distance. Man, that dude he was so confident in the shots, like, bro, he knew they were going in.
Oh, yeah.
Not saying that Steph wouldn't do that as well, but he knew they were going in.
Yeah.
Man. He pulled up on one dude. I was like, dang, you just can't do shit with that.
Oh yeah.
But I can fairly attest to why you would say Portland in that. I got Denver, although I'm starting to see like the missing of Murray is really like, and Mike Porter Jr. is great, but like the missing of Jamal Murray really is kind of like. So I can understand why you see that. I still going with Denver in 6. I'm still going to roll with that. But I can see, and it does make logical sense, I can see Portland easily winning that in 6. Me and you both know how we feel about the Phoenix Lakers. I know Lakers going to beat Phoenix. Yeah. I just thought it was going to be in 5.
Unless they go down again now, 0-2. Unless they go down 0-2 now, right? They in a little trouble.
I got Lakers in 6.
Yeah, I still got Lakers in 6, though.
I want to give them 5, but I got Lakers in 6 on that one. So, in your bracket, it would be Portland, Lakers, and then Clippers. That Memphis and Utah is flip-floppy, so you got Utah still.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you got Utah, so it'd be Clippers and Utah in your bracket.
I don't know, but you kind of swaying me a little bit with Dallas though, but we gonna see though.
Yeah, you just stay with it.
We gonna see.
Nah, don't try to just stay with it.
You know, pandemic Pete, like they call him. He could have a couple bad games.
Like we said, that was last year. This year. This is a new conversation. New you. Oh, yeah. New process. Stay with that pick, bro. I got Dallas in 6. But stay with that pick, though. Because I might look stupid, and I'm on an island right now. And I'm going to go down 0-2. Niggas gonna need a boat to come to my island. I ain't got no sympathy for you. But in your break, so it's Portland, Clip, Lakers, and Utah. And yours, I got Denver, Lake, and I got Dallas and Memphis. Woo. Now this is up to the conference finals right here. I wish you guys leave your comments. I know I had a lot of people that's on after the playback. I would see comments on some of my shows, and that's pretty cool and whatnot. But hopefully, if you're listening live, you can leave comments as well. If you're on YouTube right now, follow and like this page. If you're on Station Head, like. Also, if you want to request to come on, you can as well. But without further ado, we're going to go down to the conference finals. And this is in the West. Between your Portland and Lakers and Clippers and Utah, who you got in the conference finals?
It's easy for me, man. Let's say the Clippers. Like I said, win that first round, though, but the Clippers in LA.
You got Clippers.
Because, I got LA over Portland in 6.
Okay.
And, Clippers over Utah in
6.
In 5.
5. Yeah. And mine, this one's going to be tough. So in my second round, because I got Denver over Portland, and then they matching up against the Lakers. I got the Lakers in 7.
Oh, what?
Against, no, I got Denver, because you got Portland, and our bracket's different. So,
okay.
Like you got, you see what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying. So, I got Dallas and Memphis in my conference semis. I got Denver and Lakers in my conference semis. So The teams that is we just got opposite teams, but one is constant, which is the Lakers is constant. So I got the Lakers going to the conference finals, but I got them going in 7, not 6. I think they're gonna struggle with Yo. Because the way how AD playing right now is giving me, I'm making this up, but I ain't making this up. I've thought about this for a minute, but I'm making this up down the line. I'm taking body of evidence, body of work. You giving me 13 damn points. I don't see anybody on Phoenix that can hold you. So I damn sure see somebody at Denver that can do the same thing. So now, I think Yoke gonna give them that work. And it's gonna take a doozy. Y'all gonna have to win now, and you gonna have to go to Denver to win now. It's gonna be a doozy. So I got Lakers in 7. But how you feel about that?
You said if they haven't. See if Jamal Murray were playing though, I could say 7 though, but without Jamal Murray, I would say if Denver, it was Denver, LA. I would probably say Lakers in 6 though. Without Jamal Murray. Okay.
The reason why I say Lakers in 7 is because I'm taking in the fact that LeBron is hurt. I don't see his points like that really did. It just puzzled me for just that game, 18. Also the Warriors game, he had low points as well.
22.
Yeah, and I'm used to seeing 25, 27. But hey, fine. 20-something, I'm cool. But I just think with all that in totality, and guess what? LA really does struggle from the 3 line. If KCP ain't the only one that's hitting, Schroeder can be, to me, looks spotty sometimes. But again, that's just from me looking in. You're more of a heavy, no the Lakers and no more everybody. I watch, but I'm not like, Like I'm just seeing what I'm looking at. And it's just that I know you guys struggle from 3. So I'm just taking it in totality. And I'm like, Denver can make 3s. And Yoke gonna punish them, man. They got bodies to throw at him, but that dude gonna punish him.
AD can't guard Yoke.
He could probably guard. He just still gonna shoot it. He still gonna make it.
He's 7. He like 7'1" or 7'2" or something like that.
And he knocking down 3s.
Man, come on. You can't block a shot
at a higher average rate than I think than AD this season. So I take that into its totality, and I got Lakers really, really a tough one, bro. 7 games. I think they pull it out in 7 in Denver, though. I think they pull it out. It's just gonna have to be paint jobs. Meaning Drummond, AD, they're gonna have to just be on the boards and play low. They're gonna have to shoot, but because of that, it's gonna be 7. I got Lakers in that. Now the Dallas and Memphis series, I got Dallas in the conference finals. Now this is where it gets interesting. Ooh. You got Clip in LA. I got Lakers in Dallas.
Could happen, man.
Man. Now, so you got already LA in the finals. Or you think they're going to lose against the Clippers in the finals? Because it's the finals right here.
Okay, so if it was LA, the Clippers and the Lakers, I would say Lakers in 7.
Conference final.
Because, the Clippers, for some reason, they rise to fuck up when it comes to, playing the Lakers. especially Paul George, like, he can't miss when it comes to play the Lakers. Kawhi, too, though. But, Kawhi, even time he played LeBron, though, it's something about playing against LeBron, he rise up. That's his Spurs day. But, yeah, I would say Lakers in 7. Good as the Clippers is. But if it was Dallas.
Ooh. Is Eli finals?
Ooh. If it was Dallas now, I would say LA in 7. Again.
So you got LA representing the West in your bracket.
Yeah. Okay. As good as Luka is, though.
No, I'm talking for your matchup, your Clippers.
Yeah,
Because this is where mine's gonna be. I'm going off radar. I ain't doing chalk, and I got explanations on why. But you got LA repping it in your conference.
But I'm gonna say this though. Okay, I say LeBron because I don't. Because when the last time we seen LeBron, go out, before the final, that's been since 2008. 2009, 2008 when they lost to White, I think.
Yeah.
2009. That's why I said that. But if the Clippers, if they play the Clippers, if the Clippers hitting their shots, I got it. The Clippers. I would have the Clippers in 7.
Okay.
But Dallas, I said, what I said, as good as they is though, somebody got to go on LeBron though. LeBron and AD.
Yeah.
Porzingis, I don't see him guarding.
Yeah.
Guarding AD like Luka not a defense player at all.
Mm-hmm.
So LeBron, and AD had a way, but it's gonna depend on the role players like Kuzma, KCP, Torrin Tucker,
Mm-hmm.
Caruso. I know Caruso play good defense. He gonna step up though. So that was. I still got late going to the final. I don't see LeBron though going out early though.
Okay.
Unless he just have a terrible series.
This is the explanation I got for you, my friend. You got Lakers representing the final.
Mm-hmm.
This is why I say all of this totality edges up.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm watching the Lakers in the first round play Phoenix. You lose the first game. Now, that could be a totality of many things. And I'm not going to sit here and say LeBron going to walk around with 18 points. No, I'm not. He'll come back and he'll get back on his track like he always does. That's what it is. The key factor of that's been throughout this whole series that everybody keeps talking about is one man. It ain't Drummond. It ain't anybody else but Anthony Davis. He going to have to show me more than what he's showing me, bro. Mm-hmm. And this ain't the year to do this.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm seeing how you factor in the Phoenix series. I'm gonna watch you throughout the Phoenix series. See, my prediction might not come true, but it tells a story throughout it. And I'm gonna go throughout it if you're watching on YouTube right now and you looking at it because it's been sitting on the screen for a while. Lakers have to play Phoenix. I'm gonna watch Anthony Davis through this series. Now you probably can still beat them on the boards and do whatever, and LeBron does whatever. Cool, that's whatever. You're going to have to play Denver series. And 12 and 13 points ain't going to get it. Or you're going to come up L's.
He got to go, yo.
You're going to come up L's. Am I going to say you're going to come up L all 4 games straight? No. I said you're going to play Denver 7 games and win. I didn't say you're going to lose in 7. I said, now I don't know how many games you're going to play the Phoenix Suns. I said you're supposed to beat them in 5. Me and Eli agree on that. It's in 6. So we got Phoenix in 6. I'm watching. I ain't studying LeBron. I'm watching the man that's supposed to be the second wheel. And see, this is foretelling. So this is why I got Lakers and Dallas in the conference series. Because also the Clippers I know blow leads. This ain't got to come true. I'm just stating something. You ain't got to listen.
They blow leads.
Just facts. So, I got Dallas beating Clippers and they move on. They play Memphis and then Dallas beat Memphis. And now they're in the conference final waiting for the Lakers. The Lakers are going to play the Phoenix Suns and beat them in 6 games. They lost today. 90-99. 13 points and 18 points from LeBron. That's not going to happen game 2. So, throughout the course of this first round series, I'm watching AD. You come to the next game and I say you playing the Denver in 7 series. Because I don't think Anthony Davis might score over 25 points throughout this playoff game. And I'm going to go on record and say that. I don't think Anthony Davis is going to go over 25 points in a playoff game. So I'm looking at your average. And that's only because I'm judging you off of your injury. You're hurt. Something's wrong. But the dude that I saw last year, the dude that this year is totally different. And I'm not sitting here judging or doing anything. I have a show, I have to be honest. So it is what it is. Again, I can have people that you can agree to disagree all you want. But again, I'm just stating facts. And if you got anything you want to poke in at, you can. But I'm just stating the fact. He's hurt. LeBron's hurt. So it already capsized. It already minimizes them what they can do already. Mm-hmm. So LeBron's 30 and whatever is now down to 20 and something. AD's 25, sometimes 30 is now down to what you get now, 13.
Right.
What the other points he said he had the last time? He said he had 25?
He had 25 in Golden State.
When the last time he scored over 25 points?
Sure, that looked like a quiet 25 points.
It was quiet.
Why 25 point? I didn't even see that, but like
Okay.
he did go off in the fourth quarter though.
Okay, because sometimes in games people like, I had 30 points, but it was quiet.
Right.
Did you win?
Draymond had him in a straight jacket.
Yeah, so okay. But
Yeah.
I'm looking at him in the series against Denver. You're going to have to play 7 games. So, okay. Now, you finally get past them, and now you play Dallas. This is where it gets interesting. You are so correct. You're very correct. They do have the size. They can't hold LeBron. And all those things are so 100% true. They're very, very true. And if they were healthy, I'd be a damn fool not to pick the Lakers against Dallas. Why would I do that? But because of the injuries, the totality, and what you're going to have to go through throughout the first 2 rounds, you're going to be drained coming from that Denver series. That means you're going to have to amp it up even more with a finesse guy. Not saying Luke is just finesse, but he's very finesse at getting to the rim and getting his shots off. You got shooters, because he has shooters around him when they're hot. And you got Porzingis, which is another big body you got to bang with. Got Dallas in 7. With all that being said, I got Dallas in 7 for my final. I got Luka making it to his first finals. Remember I told you, I think Luka, or if it's in my last show, you probably can fact check me. Somebody gonna have a ring before Tatum and Ja before these 4 years.
Oh yeah, I said Luka. Yeah,
I said Luka gonna have a ring before somebody.
He a motherfucker, man.
Right. So I got him in his first finals. First finals. Not saying he gonna win because we all know who's gonna win it. Man, it just looks inevitable. But first finals. I got Dallas, and that's for my West. You got the Lakers in your West. We going.
Ooh.
Woo.
Well, Luka. Ooh.
7, and you know what's gonna have to happen. I ain't gotta explain what's have to happen for him to beat the Lakers. But the things I said is a lot's gonna have to happen. Again, it might be the Lakers or it might be the Clippers. I don't know. But I'm just going out on a limb and I'm just going off in totality of games and series. I'm watching. Like I said, I'm going to continue to watch AD throughout this Phoenix series. It's going to tell me all I need to know in the next series. The series is about matchups, man. You play the same teams. You got 7 games. Really, you only got 4 games, to be honest with you. So you can't even bank on the other 3 that you got. So you need to be trying to win. And if you matched up against these teams, you got nothing but this whole series to study this team, and you're going to come out the next night, you know you need to know this merge. So it's going to show me a lot. That's why I say by the time if Dallas goes on this trajectory and they beat that and they beat Memphis, but the Lakers' trajectory are a lot more harder. The Lakers got to face shooters in the Denver series. And guess what? If they face Portland, I don't want to play Dame in the second round. But hey,
they ain't got nobody going Dame.
Or Melo. And Melo ain't even going off like that. But leave him open.
He gets you 25, bro.
Guess what? That's a player that's not afraid to pull up a jumper. Not a 3-pointer, a jumper. That's all I'm going to say on that. I'm going to transition right on over to the East.
My boy need him. We need Melo.
Fact. All right, in the East, I don't see any really upsets. You said the Miami-Milwaukee series, which to me it could go either way. It could be upset or not. Because Miami just went to the finals, so them to beat Milwaukee again, maybe they could be a good team. So that's why I don't look at it as an upset. But I can understand if a lot of people say it's because Milwaukee need to win. Yeah. I got Nets beating Boston. I've actually got them beating them in 5 games.
Yeah, I said that too.
So I got first. I got Nets killing their bracket, and the Nets were in the set. Well, the Nets. Well, I mean, we already in the second round. The first round, we know what's up. I got Nets. Who you got first round in yours? Nets as well.
Oh, you talking about that series? Yeah. Oh yeah, Nets in 5.
Okay, me and you on the same page on that. Miami and Milwaukee, we're on a different page. I got Milwaukee in 6.
Milwaukee.
So I'm gonna go with that. So Milwaukee and the Nets will meet in the next round. And I got Milwaukee. I got Milwaukee in 6 against Miami. What about you? How you feeling in this first round series?
I got Miami in 7.
Miami in 7.
I would go out on them and say, Miami with their photo.
Okay.
But because like I said, with the way Jimmy Butler 4-22, I don't see him going 4-22. Y'all barely beat him though. Y'all barely beat Miami with him going 4. But I say Miami 7.
Okay. So go what up?
Miami. They could win though because of Drew Holiday. This ain't the same. It ain't the same team. They kind of is the same team, but they're not the same team that Milwaukee was last year. I still go Miami at 7.
Yeah,
I would say Milwaukee at 7. But I'm gonna go with Miami.
Yeah, your statement is valid for the Miami series. I ain't gonna beat you up on that one because you just told me 4 for 22. That's why I said okay. You probably could be right on that. Motherfucker go 4 for 22 for 17 points. I'm like, nah, Butler don't really do that. He normally, if he gets a low night to me is like 22, 25. So, well, 22, 23, really, because he can really average about 28, 30 points.
Yeah.
I think so. As his average, I really don't have those numbers in front of me right now. So okay, so Nets in my bracket, I got the second round. Nets will be meeting Milwaukee, and that's 6. Well, I really want to say it's 5, but I'm gonna say 6. So I'm going to the conference now. In the conference, I already got Nets waiting in the conference.
Oh yeah.
Brian, how you got them going against your Miami? How many games?
So they play Miami.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if the Nets play Miami, I got Nets in 6. I think Miami take a couple games.
Okay.
And then if Milwaukee, I say Nets in 6 too.
Okay.
Either way.
Yeah, because me and you on the same trajectory in numbers. Like first round 5, your first round is 6.
Yeah.
My second round is So we on the same trajectory. So you got the Nets into going to the conference finals too.
Milwaukee don't got no offense.
Yeah, hey, Lord, not against this team.
No.
Not this next team. So all right, so you got your Nets and yours. You can understand that. Now, Nets waiting. So now just gonna circle on back, go to the top. I know Philadelphia beating Washington. So I ain't gonna worry about that. I ain't gonna worry about that. That's easy. Me and you both on the same path on that.
Easy, but I might say sweet. I ain't gonna disrespect Rook and Bradley Beal.
I got 5 though.
5 though. I think they can win the game.
I got 5. I want to say
even though Bradley Beal, the reason I said sweet because Bradley Beal was turning B today. I'm like, oh, don't do that, man.
No.
Don't do that. He was turning them.
We both want to say a sweet, but out of the kindness of my heart and the respect I have for Russell Westbrook and especially Bradley Beal for having an outstanding season. No matter what anybody says, they're great players. But I'm gonna say 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So Bradley Beal can go for 50.
Yeah.
If you want, he can go for 50. Man.
And Russell Westbrook can get a triple double and have more points in the rebounds and assist box than he has in the point box.
Right.
So I'm gonna give him 5 on that.
Yeah.
New York versus Atlanta. I got New York in 6.
Yeah.
I want the Knicks to go in 6.
I say the same thing.
So,
New York in 6. So I say, I think Trae Young can win a game or 2, man. I guess.
76. We got the same bracket except we always won off, but we still got the same person coming to go to the conference finals. So 76ers versus New York. Go ahead.
I got 76 and 6. 76 and 6 because if people look on the paper, they're like, man, 76 is easy, but I'm like, Julie Randle and them boys or whatever, they play good defense. Thibodeau, they coach or whatever. He know a little bit about Doc because when Doc won the championship 08 or whatever, he was the assistant.
Right.
Yeah, so he know a little bit about Doc methods or whatever. How he run the defense, his schemes or whatever. So that's why I said, Knicks, I think they can win. They can win 2 games. Derrick Rose, have a throwback playoff game.
Okay.
Yeah, so
nice fantasy pain.
Yeah, I see Derrick Rose have no red playoff game.
Yeah, okay. I'm looking up.
He may drop 30 points something off the bench.
Yeah, that'll be sweet, bro. That'll be a sweet nice.
God, I love D Rose, man.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. I got the 76ers in 5. I think they Embiid, and I think he's gonna be a load, bro. And he's my MVP, but I know he didn't play enough games. But
yeah, they gonna get it, yo. Sorry.
Man, not saying Jokic deserves because he did play all games and he is one of the durabest big men. But Embiid is the MVP. I know people want to campaign for Steph Curry. You just in love with the threes. Yeah. No, great season. Yeah. Embiid.
He been more valuable though to the team out of both of them teams though. Both of them two players, he been more valuable though. Yeah. But winning, you gotta take winning into account.
Right. And Embiid is. I mean, if you take Embiid off the 76ers, a lot of. Yeah. Because Ben Simmons ain't doing it by himself. Yeah. I'm just going out on that. Yeah. He don't even shoot threes. Yeah. Odd, but to me,
he defense player of the year though.
Right. Yeah. Right. I to me, I'm like at least attempt, try, but whatever.
Get a jump shot, man. He LeBron James though. And he get a jump shot.
That's why I'm like they won't go anywhere. I think Embiid is covering for Ben Simmons, and me, honestly, just me being real with you, I trade Ben Simmons. I don't care a fuck about no defensive player of the year. You to me, I'm looking at it from a harsh standpoint. But if I'm building the team, I got this great guy here, but I got a big man right here, and this big man will only, he can shoot threes, and Embiid's great. I ain't saying anything about that. It's sometimes when we question like, damn, do you? And a lot of people question. I was like, man, this dude, I don't know, but. And I'm not knocking Ben Simmons, but you don't attempt threes, and you play defense, but man, you are a point or a shoot, whatever. But you're not point for you a guard or whatever you are. And you're not taking threes. You're not shooting the ball. You won't even attempt it. And I'm like, nah. If you want him, you can get him. I trade you straight up for Bradley Beal.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Ooh. But if they don't, I will keep him though. I'll put him down low. Ooh, I said I'll put him down low with Ben though, with Embiid though.
So you would draft another player in this position to keep him. I got you.
Yeah, I would make him change the position. He a point guard. He's like LeBron to me, kind of like LeBron with no jump shot.
Right. So if he want to be a passer, go ahead. But you
or play the three, man.
Right.
He just can't shoot though.
Like won't even attempt when he made like 1 3 in the head. I'm like, dude, you get paid a lot of money. Go work on that.
Come on, man.
Like I find that odd, and I find that your teammates, well, not your teammates. I know they probably respect you. And I can't say that, but I would be like, hey man, you want to learn how to shoot a three? You got something I want to learn. I can teach you how to knock down these jump shots out here if you want. Like you're not working on that part of your game because I watch you in the game. I missed the 76ers game. Did you see? Did he take no outside shots?
I don't think so.
And like for you to have a team and try to surround him with shit, I'm like, no. Okay, you can surround him with shooters, but he need to be shooting too. I don't need Embiid at the three. Yeah. Embiid dominate inside, and yes, he can shoot three, but I don't need him down there. Exactly. I don't need him down there. Yep. And if I'm gonna have somebody else, which yours make more sense than me, because I was just trying to give up to get Bradley Beal because
you could get Bradley Beal.
He scored more. Yeah. Like the points that Ben give you, Bradley doubles that.
Yeah. You could get Bradley and keep it Ben though, but put him down on a block or
Do you think they'll trade straight or like what can you give? Like what would you give the Wizards?
Hair went off today though.
I would give up Ben. Like if I was in a trade asking, I would give up Ben Simmons straight up for Bradley Beal. Straight up. Because I can't get Bradley Beal for anything if I want from the Wizards. Like I'm not trading Tobias Harris. I'm not.
But you need to buy Harris though.
Yes, that's a shooter. And a defensive player. Yeah, I got defensive player of the year in Ben Simmons, but you do not shoot threes. I don't think is he efficient from outside the field, perimeter.
I don't think so. He'll shoot like something like 10 feet or something like that. But other than that, he don't shoot though.
Get that with any other. I can get that with average play. I'm not knocking his game, and I can get that with any other play.
It's the only discrepancy in his game though. It's like, bro, develop a jump shot, man. But you great, man.
Yeah.
If he had a jump shot, man, he would be hell.
The first year that he was like he didn't understand, and I know players coming into the league the first year, I know his heart's all like, oh man, bro, work on that, he'll get good because he is good.
Yeah.
When you're not even working on it and they're accepting it, they're literally stifling your growth.
Yeah.
Like they're saying, oh well, you can't shoot threes. No, work on it.
Work on it, man.
Fuck, like we're gonna just bypass your deficiencies. You get paid a lot of money. Go work on it.
Work on it.
I remember Damian Lillard when I watched him. He wasn't always busting deep bomb shots, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was hitting around the line, the Houston series. Then only just recently, a couple of years ago, he started hitting distances.
Even Steph though, when he first came to the league.
And I ain't saying beat them guys.
Yeah.
Even Lonzo Ball got better.
Man, what?
That's why I said I would trade him. Literally. Even Lonzo Ball changed his shooting form and got better. You mean to tell me Ben Simmons couldn't get better from the... No, you don't want to. Or the team is just like trying to build around you, which is stifling your growth and your potential. Because eventually, what if I can get anybody else that can do defense? Like, you a passer. Okay. We'll get another person that can pass.
Yeah.
I'm not missing anything, really. To me, that's how I'm looking at it.
Yeah.
I know people be like, oh, Ben Simmons will get great value. Cool. My eyes, if I'm looking at general manager, whatever you're doing, I can replace it. I got a guy that can give me whatever I need when healthy and win on his game. I have shooters surrounding him already.
Right.
You need to be a shooter You're a one-part person. I need you to do both.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're just that great and you don't know it.
Don't know it, bro.
Or you know it and your team is not pushing you more.
Not pushing. See, and then that's why I thought, maybe Doc would work with. That's why I thought Doc, would just kind of, work with him,
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of sort of like,
You thought he would make the jump this year, and I did too. Which Doc did a great job.
Yeah.
Because they're in the playoffs.
They're number one.
They're number, So, which furthers my point on the Dallas and Clippers situation just a little bit more.
Yeah. Doc great coach. Bit more. Doc great coach, but I'll be like this, like you said. I'm gonna trade you, or you gonna.
What you did, your position was fair. I'll keep you, but
you gonna be.
You want to just pass? Go ahead.
You gonna be like Draymond though until you get a jump shot.
Mm-hmm.
Cause he can score. Like I said, he get down here. You can't do nothing with being though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
He just can't. I was like, bro, you a point guard, man. 6'8". You LeBron size, kind of similar to LeBron size. Like you should be able, man, to develop a jump shot. LeBron didn't have a jump shot coming to the league like that, but he developed one.
And you're better than Lonzo Ball.
Yeah.
And Lonzo fixed his shot and got better. You're not even attempting anything in the game. I'm going to always have that bone to pick with him. Other than that, that's it.
Yeah.
I ain't knocking your care. Well, I ain't got to get off into that because I'm just talking just straight basketball, and you know that.
Even Draymond shoot a better percentage from three.
Hell, he shot one to keep him in the game. Because if he would have missed that one, that would have really been game.
You paid at the bin, bro.
In that moment, backboard. I be just like that on the side, wait for it. Like, what the fuck? But, okay. You got 76ers and
what they need.
Yeah, 76ers and the Knicks. I got 76ers and the Knicks, but I got 76ers in 5. You got them in 6. So in this game, you got 6. I got 5. And you got 76ers meeting them in the conference finals. And I do too. So we both got the same conference finals.
It's tough for that one.
But it ain't too tough for me.
It ain't too tough, but yeah.
It's tough, but it ain't too tough.
They don't got 3 guys.
It's just about the number.
Yeah.
Either it's a 6 or 7.
Yeah. And
it might be a 5, depending on how the first 2 games go.
Yeah.
But it's either a 6 or a 7 with me. That's it.
Yeah. That's it.
That's all. That's all. It's only 2 numbers. 6 or 7. A 5 only if first 2 games they lose.
I'm going to tell you mine.
Go ahead. Go out on a limb. You want
I got ooh, it's tough though, but I got It's tough, but it's not tough though.
Oh, you?
I'm gonna hit some.
Okay.
But I got
I want you to miss. I want you to miss.
I got Brooklyn in 7.
Brooklyn in 7.
Brooklyn 7 because I think Brooklyn gonna have a hard time like down low. Cause with Dwight, he not the same player he was now in Atlanta now, but Dwight, he can contribute on defense side and he can still get the rebound and put it back or whatever.
Yes.
And Brooklyn kind of struck. See, like, okay, so if I was a coach or whatever, like going facing Brooklyn or whatever, I'm gonna pound it down low because I know they offensively, you can't fuck with them offensively though, because they got 3 guys, man, they can go for 50 when they want to.
Mm-hmm. Get hot any night.
Hot any night, and they got shooters all around though. But DeAndre Jordan not the same player that he once was. Mm-hmm. He still can contribute. They traded a couple guys whatever away. So if I'm a coach, I'm gonna try to punish him down low. Mm-hmm. So I think it'll be an interesting series. I would say Brooklyn is 6 though, but I'm kind of rolling with 7 because like I said, down low because of Embiid though. They don't have nobody guarding Embiid. Yeah. And Ben will have to guard KD. That's what I'm saying though. Barbecue chick. Ben defense player of the year, but he can't do nothing with KD.
Now, I seen the same defensive player that he about to guard. I seen the man just hit the greatest player in his between his eyes twice.
Yeah.
Same spot.
Yeah.
Elaborate more. Go ahead.
Yeah, and Tobias Harris, he gonna show up, but you gotta guard James Harden, Kyrie. That's barbecue chicken. A great defense player that he is. Steph Curry,
it's good on good.
Yeah, it's good on good, but I just think, Brooklyn got too much firepower. I'm saying 7, but it probably gonna go 6. So I'm between the 6 and the 7, like you said, though. Because when the rubber meets the road, you got this 7-foot monster, man.
Okay. All right. On that take, you got Nets in 6 or 7.
6 or 7, man.
Okay. I got a definitive answer because I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna say Nets in 6, and the reason why I say Nets in 6 is because I think 76 is a great team. Like you said, it's all the Embiid is a load. I would punish them down low.
Yeah.
All that's great. All that's good. 3 guys. Pressure's on.
Yeah.
Durant, Harden, and Kyrie. Harden alone, I know what he's capable of. I done seen Durant. Kyrie, yes too. Man, I'm giving Philly 2 games. And the reason why I'm giving them 2 games is because it's gonna be a night or 2 that he gonna give it to him, bro.
Yeah.
And it depends on his team around him that's gonna give him that extra help to help. But Embiid gonna punish him. Mm-hmm. So I got him winning 2 games off him, and plus Doc got him the number 1 seed again. That's why I made my pick with the Dallas and Clippers series. I keep saying it, and I'm gonna keep throwing it out there. Hopefully I might be right, but I'm dead serious when I see something. That's why it furthers my point. They're the number 1 seed, and I don't see the number 1 seed going down in 5 games, and I definitely don't see them getting swept. So if they go down in the sweep, or they go down in 5 games, it'll look really bad. Yeah. But being that they did transition from what they were last year to what they are now is totally great, and Doc is a great part of that and bringing that in because I'm seeing the best I have from Embiid, and I wish them nothing but the best, but losing in 4 or 5 does look bad. I say 6, so I'm giving them 2 games. Yeah. So that's my definitive answer on that. I got Nets versus the Dallas in the final. This story is easy because you got the Nets and the Lakers. Now you can elaborate on your own, but I think me and you both got this in common, and you might have a different opinion on it. I got the Nets winning the finals either which way. It could have been Nets versus the Blue Jays. Easy, they still winning this year.
Easy.
So I got the Nets winning the whole thing, but we giving you our rundown. You can explain I got the Nets beating Dallas actually in 5, bro. Actually in 5.
Yeah.
I think they'll beat Dallas in 5. Now, with your series, if the Nets and the Lakers do match up, what you got there going there?
So the Nets and Lakers match up. I got them in 5. Nets in 5. So, because the greatest LeBron is and AD is, greatest they is, man. You gotta guard. LeBron James gotta guard Kevin Durant. It ain't no relaxing on defense. Like, even when they were playing Golden State before KD got there, he was guarding Iguodala. Mm-hmm. Ain't none of that. And what's the point? Shooter got guard. James Harden, Kyrie. And you thought Steph was getting you the business, and he triple team. Imagine, and you can't triple team or double team nobody. Imagine what Kyrie will handle, what he gonna do to you. And and James Harden. See, James Harden don't have to be the number 1 option no more. He can be the 3rd option. He don't care. He just want a ring. He just want a ring. He don't care. So he gonna probably get his triple double or whatever, and he gonna give you 25, 24, 25. And you got you got like I said, you got Kuzma, you got Kuzma, you got Caruso. It's and the thing about Knicks, they bench, man, just as tough as they starters, cause they can score too, and even they got snipers. That's why I said, man, I love Bron, man, but he going out at 5, man. I think I said Bron that will get swept. I don't think he'll get swept. I think he can win 1 game, and AD can muster 1 game, man. Because, AD going to have to go at KD. Or, if Bron don't want to go at KD, one of them going to have to go at KD. And then if LaMarcus Aldridge retired, man, it was going to be even worse. So I'm saying I said the Lakers in 5. But if it was Dallas, I would say Dallas in 5. Because I was going to say sweep.
Nets, you mean?
Yeah, Nets. Yeah. I was going to say sweep, but, I think Luka can get a game. The Knicks probably be off a game or whatever. They're not hitting their jump shots. They in foul trouble or something. Yeah. But yeah, either way, it's gonna be 5. They're gonna be the world champs. I know, I don't like it, but I'm just gonna take my motion. I'll give Duke. They're gonna be the world champions, man, this year.
If the Nets were to blow it, just for say, if the Nets were to blow it on the way to the finals, because healthy, they winning, bro.
Yeah.
It's the best team will always win.
Yeah.
And if you asking me, does LeBron, Drummond, and Anthony Davis, yeah, they could punish the Nets down low.
Yeah.
But I seen them go against the Nets. You still have to score.
Yeah.
And they don't score the ball at a higher clip than they do. And the playoffs is intensified. And these shooters are going to shoot, and they're going to be shooting. Mm-hmm. And guess what? They have a bench where they can go sit down. All 3 of their guys can go sit down. And that same first team will almost mirror the same exact image that you played in the first team. So they have a bench. Lakers don't have no bench. Mm-hmm. To me, they don't have no bench. It's AD, LeBron, full out 40 minutes. You might get 2 minutes rest.
Right.
Because guess what? If you sit down for 2 minutes, that 10-point lead that you got up on, you might be down 3 when you come back into the game. Because I watched LeBron way before AD came in, even while AD was there. If he goes to the bench, they have a 10-point lead. By the time he gets back up, they down 4. Mm-hmm. Like they dwindle lead. So if you think they're gonna beat the Nets, the only reason why I'm not giving them a sweep is because I say LeBron got Anthony Davis and he got Andre Drummond.
Yeah.
And you need to win the game.
I got Drummond. Yeah.
You need to win at least a game. Because if you get swept with that, Because you losing either which way it goes.
Yeah,
I don't care what anybody says. They're going to lose either which way it goes, whether it's 6 or 7. But I got 5, and the reason why I got 5 is because I just think that they don't have the shooting, they don't have the backcourt, and they don't have the bench. And unless you're gonna tell me a unhealthy LeBron that just came out of the Gauntlet West, that went through Phoenix, Portland, or Denver, then went through Dallas or Clippers or Memphis or Utah to play the Nets, that is just impossible. But hey, if he pulls this off, and I'm gonna say this now, if he pulls this shit off, 5th ring, 5th NBA Finals MVP, because he gonna get it.
Yeah.
You know they gonna give it to him. So it's gonna be 5 for 5, just like Jordan, 6 for 6. But this 5th one, we need to start having that conversation.
This 5th one gonna feel like 3 more, man.
Yes, sir. And then it's back to back.
Back to back.
In your late,
36.
Yeah, 36, and you play longer.
Mike retired at 36.
35. Yeah, yes, it's different. But I'm not comparing it, I'm not comparing the careers, but I'm comparing just the totality of LeBron. It's time to have that conversation.
Yep.
Well, it's been time to have the conversation, but it's even a stronger conversation to have now, because if he gets past this next thing, he goes, because it's going to be a gauntlet. Yeah, it's going to be a gauntlet to get through the West. You got a gauntlet. Phoenix, Denver, or Portland. It doesn't matter. Lakers, Dallas, Memphis, or Utah. It doesn't matter. It's still a gauntlet. The Nets going to cruise somewhat. They're going to have their little games where, like you said, whatever. But they'll be waiting for you rested.
Yeah.
You're going to get through a gauntlet. If you somehow beat the Nets in 6 games or 7, it's time to have that conversation. And so some people don't want to have it, but when he throws up in the front, bro, I don't give a fuck about that.
Everybody.
See, now that same argument you trying to match up with Jordan is starting to get cracks in it now.
Yeah.
Because then I can be like, look, bro, I went to 10, he walked 10 damn straight NBA finals. First of all, most of the time he went to the NBA finals, his teams was outmatched. Yeah. As the same reason why Jordan was going to the finals, and he was outmatching teams. So these arguments that you're saying are starting to become with cracks now, and now he has 5 chips and just be a 3-headed team monster in an era where you didn't have to go a 3-headed team monster that scores at the clip they do, that gets at that type of run. Your argument is starting to get lower and lower, and then it gets lower now. Not saying it gets all the way down, but it gets lower, because now if you pull off a 3-peat with the Lakers, which is gonna be even more harder to do. So. Seen it with the Heat, seen it with the Warriors. I haven't seen the team 3-peat, and I want to so bad. I thought I was gonna get to see. I didn't get to see the Lakers 3-peat.
Yeah.
I thought Kobe was gonna go the last 3. Didn't get it.
Yeah, almost did, but
could have, because he went 4 straight finals. To be honest, through the 08, 9, 10, and somehow 11 fucked off. But that was a 3-peat within itself. But he lost to the Celtics in that matchup, and then the Warriors. And if LA does put his back-to-back off, that 3 is going to be hard, especially in LeBron's latter year. So, but we just staying on topic. If he beats this Nets team, man,
bro, I want all y'all listen. And I'm not even the biggest LeBron fan. I like him though.
Right.
I still, all the time, I got Mike Kobe, above him right now.
Mm-hmm.
But if LeBron beats KD, Kyrie, and James Harden at 36 years old, he beats them. He takes them down in 6 or 7 games. When you done had like the injuries, your team not 100%. You come through the gun and through the West.
A 2-time NBA champion.
2-time NBA champion.
2-time Finals MVP.
Mm-hmm. Another NBA champion.
Yeah,
and an MVP.
Exactly. And they both scoring high numbers of clips.
Come on. He take them down. You're going to have discussion. And I'm going to be real. I like LeBron. I'm not even the biggest LeBron fan, though. But you got to have a discussion.
You got to have a discussion.
You got to show respect. Come on, man.
People going to automatically try to eliminate Kobe because Kobe copied Jordan. And other people, I don't see that.
I don't do that.
I be like, bro, hold on. I thought you had to look up to somebody.
Yeah.
How you going to say it? How you going to look up to somebody and try to discredit the man for copying the man? Wow, that's crazy.
Right.
I'm not even finna get off into that with you. That's his own separate career from this person.
Oh, yeah.
Now, he almost had a similar career, which was really, really rare.
Almost had.
He won a three-peat the first time,
Twice.
and almost three-peated the second time.
Mm-hmm.
Either that's after the second one he won against the Celtics, or the three straight, the 8, 9, 10. That
Right.
if he would have won that, I'm like, damn, you three-peated first, and you
Right.
three-peated later, like Jordan did.
Mm-hmm. And I'm glad you brought that up, man, because when Kobe, passed away or whatever, it was a lot from a lot of them analysts or whatever. It was a lot of fake love or whatever. Because they used to say about Kobe, blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
But they try to leave Kobe, out of the GOAT conversation. But like you said, he almost repeated, twice or whatever. Then even, in the last run or whatever, they threw the 08 through the 11 or whatever.
Yeah.
He was just a little overmatched. Almost repeated though.
Exactly. And another thing, Keyshawn Johnson pointed this out, and he's right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give respect where respect due.
Yeah.
You can almost say Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is one of the greatest
players.
Yeah.
I got third on my list.
But we ignore it because it's not flashy. Yeah. And I know why people ignore it, but you can't ignore it. Mm-hmm. And I say, if you're gonna be real, and I'm gonna be real too, he is in that discussion. But
yes, he is.
We're going off what we like. But the truth is the truth.
Kareem.
And he belongs in that room. He's in the matter of fact, he ain't even gotta ask. He's sitting at the table. To be honest with you, this man won.
Bro.
You could say, oh well, he didn't win till Magic. It don't matter. I'm counting it. But telling me about what we got. No. He won. It don't matter. I'm looking at your resume. I don't care how you went through hell to fire, but this is your full resume. Mm-hmm. I'm judging you straight off what that is. He belongs in that room. But for this subject and for this topic that we're talking about, like you said, he takes this thing down, bro. It's 6 for 6. It'll be 5 for 5. But it's so much in that 5 for 5 that got a heavy outweighs that 6 for 6. And I understand that, yeah, it's because I know you like it because if you watch it, because you like the clutchness, bro. And I like that. And if you like somebody to just take back, just take charge, just cold, bam, go with it. Like, he was cold-blooded, and Mike was cold-blooded. And I guess the last person that me and you saw literally with the eyes was like that was Kobe. I don't see another player like that resemblance that. Like, I don't see somebody like, I see Dame a little bit now. Yeah. I do, and I see, to be honest, I don't see like Curry like that. I see him just make the shots.
In moments, you see
like I just, man, I understand why people say Jordan's the GOAT, and I'm veer off just a little bit. Like I told you off air, bro, and I know I've said this to you, but dude, I really watched is a clip I try to show you on YouTube. It's a long clip of Michael Jordan's highlights and whatnot of everything, and there's this one game. It was close. It was like 94-94, and they had the ball. They had just scored on it. They hit a 3 on them, and it was 94-94 with like 10 seconds left, and they gave Mike the ball, and he was coming. Because he came around like it was just like baseline, and he just came around, got the ball. He just walking up court, and it's just 10 seconds. He's just counting. And he's just walking, and then finally they do a little screenplay. By the time he come around the screen, he's already in there. He just let it go. And he just knew, like, cold like that. Because, they started walking. I'm like, any other team would be trying to go, get down the floor. They wouldn't going. Oh, yeah. Like, his teammates wouldn't going. And they just like, fuck that. We finna set you up. Oh, yeah. And he walked a little bit more. And what fucked the dude up was, because I was watching, I was like, get up a little bit. But if he get up, he knew he respected his speed. It's just some people like in football, you don't want to get up too close because you respect, like, hey, if he get past me, I ain't finna catch this guy like a Tyreek Hill. Mm-hmm. You want to stay in front. You get behind, deuces. But the dude had a little bit of space all man. He just came around the corner, just pulled up. Like, it was just clutch play after clutch play and clutch moments. I guess since we don't see that, since the last person we seen is Kobe, we think of LeBron as a little bit different. I can't look at that in that same light like that. Mm-hmm. That's how he took charge of his career. LeBron beats his next team, bro. It's time to have that conversation. Well, it's been time anyways, but because of the evidence is so validly there. But bro, what?
Got to.
At least.
Like you said, you gotta have that conversation. You know, like I said, I'm not the biggest. I like him. Bro, I'm not the biggest fan, but to take down that three-headed monster, down Golden State, beat the Spurs, man. It's you gotta have a discussion though.
Jordan going against 3 Hall of Famers by himself when he's 22 years old.
And like you said,
beat Detroit.
Detroit though.
He beat Detroit
and Mike,
by himself.
And Mike, I still think he's GOAT. But
yes.
Mike was getting beat in the first round by 3 or 4 Hall of Famers though.
And I'm not. And it's not to tear him down.
Yeah.
We're just being honest.
Yeah.
He had a stable organization.
Yeah.
LeBron went somewhere. Coaches were getting overturned.
Yeah.
He was great.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna knock that. And guess what? He been more great than actually Mike was great.
Yeah.
Literally. From the young age.
Yeah.
He had time to develop.
Yeah.
Go to a good team. Get better.
Yeah.
And props off to me. Man, he's the greatest of all time. Like I said, I'm not knocking him, but because I do think he's great up there. But I also got Kobe and LeBron and Mike Kareem. And Jordan is like right there. Yeah, Kareem he's not in discussion, but he's there.
Yeah.
And the only reason why people's not gonna, like I told, the only reason why people not gonna bring him because he's not flashy, bro. Like Tim Duncan. Most people just gonna they gonna in time he gonna try to be forgot about. But if you around and you watch Spurs, you know.
To be honest, bro, about Tim Duncan, Tim Duncan, like, I love Mike Hope. Tim Duncan, my favorite player, though. I think all time, though, because, I was a big Spurs fan. Mm-hmm. But, Tim Duncan so underappreciated, man. Because, like, when have you seen, a big man like that getting almost like quadruple doubles? Like, he won assist, I think he was like one block away from a quadruple double in the NBA Finals, bro. Have 21.
Could have had
18.
6 rings.
Come on, 6 rings.
If it went for Ray Allen 3.
I would put Tim Duncan almost over Magic, though. But, we ain't going to have a discussion, though.
Well, you'll get it. I'll leave it. Well, a lot of people eviscerate for you there. I don't know. It's just something about Magic they like. My mom and them like. And he is up there. Like, he up there.
He was like LeBron, like, without the offense, though.
Yeah. But it's something about people love about Jordan, bro. It's just that kill. It's just that take charge last second. Like the reason why and it's not because of like you fell in love with his play and whatnot, but like if you just go watch he has a lot of film like over the course. It starts from when he first got in the league and it goes all the way till he quit playing with the Bulls. They showed a little bit with the Wizards, but it wasn't that long because he didn't play that bad. But I'm not even taking. They throw the Wizards record out the window. Hell, some of the ending games, if you watch it, the Wizards, he still had it. He just didn't have it in spurts like he had it with the Bulls, but he had it. I'm like, bro, that's what y'all should be doing. Like, the nigga got the ball. He 40, and man, I can just pull it up on my YouTube right now and watch it with you, bro. Like the dude, it was the Cleveland game. I'm like, hey, y'all gonna sit the nigga, let the old bro, let bro just nigga what? You think I even hit? Then he hit that bitch, nigga what? I mean, that's what you do. I'm like, B, y'all should be taking charge like that. This man is in his later years. He should be schooling you, giving you the knowledge on the sideline. He got to go out here and do this to show you.
Like,
I'll be like, hell nah, bro. I know you the greatest of all time, and I ain't finna sit down here and battle. You 40. I can move faster than your ass. Mm-hmm. He couldn't do all the stuff that he could do, but the shots that he was taking in them Wizards, I'm like, man, y'all should be closing that shit out. He killed that. I'm like, he should be telling y'all about being that clutch, bro. I mean, he wanted to play and all that, and I get all that, but I'm like, take lessons from that.
Oh, yeah.
You have a dude here that won 6. I would be trying to soak up game and get like that.
Come on.
Like, the fuck? And he was still showing you, like, nigga, I can't do it like I used to, but
I still got it, though. It's still in me.
I close this bitch. Like,
let the game be
dude sitting up off of him like, nigga, you think just because he 40 years old, like Mike still won't pull up at that age and show you that he ain't finna hit this bitch? Then nigga left off. Bro. He pulled up on his ass.
Bro.
Close.
Man, this thing, that month, he didn't have no weakness in his game. Besides, he didn't take a lot of threes, though.
Nope.
He took some.
But it was different era.
Different era.
Right.
Imagine he had a 3-point game to him. I mean, like
the era we have now, put in that era there.
Because he was like Kobe though, just probably a little more. He was a little more efficient than Kobe was. He was just like Kobe.
Yeah, because Kobe took three.
Yeah.
Took a lot of game, like a game-winning three in the Detroit game, when even though they lost the series, but hey, stopped it from getting swept.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. Bro, I'm talking about dude. I'm like, this is 40-year-old Mike. You sitting here, nigga, and you off him like this. I'm like, B, the nigga still can do what he do. He just can't do it like, bro, he pulled up on his ass. And he looked, he was just sitting there like, get on him. I'll be like, look, Mike, I'm finna like Kobe when he came, Kobe pressed his ass.
Oh yeah,
Kobe like,
see, Kobe AI said, well, you finna take this shit on to retirement. We finna drop 50 on your ass.
Like, nigga, y'all come here. It's my shit. Nigga, I'm coming in to handle business.
What?
I like you too. I'm finna serve your ass that piece, though.
Peace.
Man, Kobe served his ass a heavy piece on
yeah.
the way out the door.
Yeah, man, AI.
And then he got a foul, and that's when that little stuff happened. I'm like, man, I'm sitting around this dude, and I know I'm veering off topic, but I'm sitting around this dude. I should be soaking the game right now.
I like, Mike, what you did, man. Like,
but my point is about the Bulls, that Bulls length run. That point about that Bulls run, G, what I want to tell you about is you fell in love with the clutchness. He had so many games, bro. He was just closing games out. Like, it was like a couple, because it was giving the dates and stuff. I was just like, I need to put, I should have saved it on my life. I'll look for it again and I'll give it to you. Like, literally, it was just dates, just showing you. I'm like, man, that nigga just closing out the game. I'm like, man, that dude clutch. Like, game winning, game time, give it to him. Money. Mm-hmm. And he was lethal. So I see why people love that. And I'm like, yeah, LeBron don't do that, man. Man, the dude that put the shoulder, like, I done seen that, man, go to Golden State, bro, and to this day. JR didn't fuck that up.
They would have won game.
That would have been one of the best games in the finals ever.
They would have lost that series, though, but
maybe it changes the series.
Yeah.
Maybe they like, damn, man, he put 51, he ain't playing. Motherfucker. Man, it's so much that we can get off into that, bro. So much we can get off into that.
Man, like you said, they win this, man. You got to.
You got to have the conversation, and that's what me and you stand on that.
But they lose though. They lose, bro. I would get on. If I'm LeBron, I get on the phone. I was like, Steph, like, bro. I know you that y'all gonna win the championship with Golden State, bro. Like,
he ain't gonna.
Yeah, you might well just.
You gonna have to call somebody else.
He might though. If Clay was to come back and get hurt again, he might.
He'll be way past his prime. And to me, I think Steph gonna be retired, and they love him too much, bro. Him, Clay, and Draymond. I think if they're gonna trade anybody, it'll be Draymond. I'm gonna say that on air. I think they'll keep Steph forever.
I'm glad you. I said I don't want to get off subject by Draymond, man. Oh, we already talked about Draymond. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we already talked. He needs to work on his offense, man. But I don't know. But if Steph like, okay, I got 3 titles. If I want to win,
all right, go ahead.
Okay, I got 3 titles. If I want to win, 5 or 6. If I want to win, 4 or 5 or whatever, and I know. Say Clay come back, like I said, and he get hurt again. Steph looking like, damn, it don't look like I'm gonna make it back to the finals. Cause teams getting better in the West. Cause Golden State used to have that method or whatever, like strength and numbers. And teams getting better. You like you said, you got Denver, you got Dallas, you got Portland, and the East you got Brooklyn. You like, damn, I know if I do somehow look up, make some time, we gonna get swept.
Yeah, that's gonna happen.
We're gonna get swept. So. Like, damn, I might, LeBron, if I talk to LeBron, I might as well go join him or whatever. And LeBron be like, okay, so I know I'm getting older. And, AD, I love AD, but his ass a little fragile.
Oh, yeah.
He's fragile. I know if I have a little injury or something, say I tweak my ankle or I tweak something or whatever, I'm out 25 or 30 games. I know I got Steph Curry or whatever, he can carry me or whatever. But for 25, 25 or 30 games until I get
playing
back.
with an elite shooter too. If he's playing
Yeah.
with him, it needs to be an elite shooter. That'd be a real good.
Yeah.
match. Like,
That could happen.
Then you can start saying they could be in the final.
Yeah. And I think if that wasn't happening, I think they could take down Brooklyn though.
That's what they're gonna tell you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I see the Nets at least pulling off a 3-peat.
Oh yeah.
I say 3.
3-3.
They need a 3. 3-peat or 3 titles.
Okay, so
win back to back. You can lose the third year and come back and win it again next year. But if they stay together 3 years, I don't know how long they're gonna stay together because I see Kyrie's a really, and Kyrie will leave before Harden do. I think Durant might.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna stay there forever.
Yeah.
So I got out of 5-year span. Mark my words here now. Out of 5 years, they need to win 3. Either that's a 3-peat or 3 out of the 5 years.
Yeah, I can see that. But I'm gonna ask you this. Okay, so Durant, say they do go 3-peat.
Mm-hmm.
Durant got 5, and maybe LeBron got 5 or 4 or whatever. How do you look at Durant all the time though? Because this, I don't want to be.
Well, the conversation gonna change over the media, but if you ask
yeah.
me about eyes, and I'll let you know that. But go ahead, you can elaborate.
I don't, understand what he did though, but I kind of look at Durant, like, bro, you had your own squad or whatever, and you went and joined the squad that beat you. Even though that they feel like they kind of needed you, but you needed them the most or whatever. Then you go to Brooklyn or whatever, you make your super team or whatever, because LeBron most likely coming out the West anyway.
Mm-hmm.
You like, I gotta have my squad, got LeBron and AD. But how do you look at that all the time though?
Well, being that it's a 2-part way with the Warriors. You can say KD, yeah, he got beat by the team and joined them, but you also can say KD helped them more than he needed them, and that's a fact. That is now both of them are right, but one is a clear-cut fact. And if anybody want to say anything that if you play back, you want to talk, I'm just dead serious. He did join a team that beat him, whether he was up on 3-1. That's the truth. But you can also say those 2 finals, I guarantee that the Warriors needed him more than he needed them. He needed them to probably learn how to win, or this narrative that they want to say. And that's just my opinion from me looking at far distance. But KD could not have went to the Warriors and probably would have been successful somewhere else. And I can say that a little bit because I believe if LeBron was just going back up against Clay, Draymond, and Steph again, I believe he would end up beat. And I mind you not, he didn't have Kyrie Irving in the final, that first final.
Yeah. They went 6. Didn't go
or
6.
Kevin Love either.
It went 6 though. Mm-hmm.
And it went 6. And that's what I'm talking about. And it went 6. And guess what? Who's the driving force for the 6 games? Guess what? If you take LeBron out, just say he was out, ankle out. Rest of the final, swept, 4-0. Quick. Each game will be over by halftime.
They get swept.
Exactly. So, that's 6. So, I'm sitting here to say this. KD, if he was to do a 3-peat, and I'm just being honest with you, the championship he will have 5, but those 2 championships he got at Golden State, he was responsible for those 2 championships because he helped the Warriors beat LeBron. Because I'm dead serious. I really do think because LeBron didn't have his horses the first time. And he really didn't have his horse. He didn't have no horses the second time because Kyrie was gone. He just had Kevin Love.
See, I think they could have won the second time though. They could have won the second time without Kyrie though. Mm-hmm. Golden State probably would have won the second time. But they would have lost probably again.
Because he played him like 4 straight times, right?
Yeah.
And the first time he didn't have nobody, so he lost. The second time they walked him down.
Yeah.
They walked. Well, the NBA handed him that care package.
Draymond.
Because they would have lost in 5. So I'll keep on forgetting about that. But the NBA handed him that care package. And then also they did cough it up in game 7 a little bit. Turnovers, little fancy shit with the ball at the end of the finals. So they had a lot to do with that too. They won that year. Okay, KD comes. Man, it ain't no way in hell because Kyrie gone. It's just Kevin Love there. I'm like, y'all finna get iced. Quick.
Yeah, ice quick.
So, and then the next year they swept.
Mm-hmm. Well,
how does it look LeBron getting swept? Bruh, they put Mike right there. I would have got a game. I don't know.
He got swept getting Bird Magic. Not Bird Magic, but Bird, McHale, Parrish, Denny Johnson. He got Cornbread Maxwell. He got swept against all them. You know he would have got swept.
And LeBron them never went out in the first round. Yeah. Him or Mike. Mike went out in the first round.
Yeah, he did.
See that little playoff resume. You got the end to go. You got the end to go. You won, but LeBron's never been put out in the first. Like I said, I said he did. You right.
He never
put out in the first round.
Now you can say now. See, it go to the finals though. Like Mike may have played tough team in the playoffs, but Mike had easier opponents in the finals, and LeBron had easy opponents in the playoffs and had tough team in the finals. It's just like that.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. That yes, I'm looking at it from that point because that is correct.
Yeah.
But the conversation would change because it would change because of the media, but it's not going to change in my opinion because I'm not going to knock LeBron because I dare to see KD do what LeBron did.
Yeah, that's what I said, bro.
So that's not going to change for me. Like, I know it's going to change in the media perspective because the media does that shit, bro.
Yeah.
And the media does that shit, but if you're a real avid basketball fan, man, don't you forget about what you saw with LeBron, bro.
Yeah. That's what I said.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dead serious. Don't y'all forget about with that shit, bro. Because I'm like, man, hell no. If KD can win, if he win 8, cool. Whatever. But I ain't gonna forget what a dude I seen back in Ohio do for a longevity period.
Bro, like you said, at 22 years old, take a team. I know they didn't have Ben Wallace though. They didn't have Ben Wallace for Detroit, but still though, he got past Detroit though.
You young,
22 though. Got to the final. They were going to get against San Antonio.
Went to the finals once, but he didn't
got
really
beat in 5 games, though. With Russell Westbrook and James Harden.
Against the GOAT.
Yeah.
To some people.
I mean, and like you said, we've never seen KD, do what LeBron did, carry a team to the final. Like, an average team by himself, you had Steph Curry, Klay Thompson. And you can argue in 2018, that when they got swept them, Steph Curry would have been the final MVP if he didn't have that bad game 3 that KD went on. So you can argue or whatever about that though. So when like Skip Bayless tries to say KD the best player on planet, like nah, he's probably the best scorer, but nah. To do what LeBron have done, for what 17, 18 years old.
Yeah. No, not the same, bro. But a lot of people can say what they want to say. And you see something trending right now on the Factz podcast show. I'm up on what's happening right now. And the Suns supporters accused Lakers forward LeBron James of theatrics, calling him LaFlop after he falls following a loose ball foul by Phoenix guard Chris Paul in the fourth quarter. Hey, I did think it was a flop, but hey.
They finna get beat at 5 now. that Knicks and Hawks game was a good game, man. It's a tie game.
Yes. All right, we're going to get into something. I'm going to go back to my profile page before we wrap up this show. Thank you guys for tuning in on station here right now. I got a cool, smooth songs I'm going to play right now. So I'm going to take a little brief intermission. Again, if you're following, you can just jump on the YouTube live stream and catch us on the live page on YouTube at the Factz Podcast Show, as it's being displayed, the Factz Podcast Show. So that's Factz with a Z. So you type that in on YouTube, you hit the live stream, you pull straight up on us, and you can be able to come in and chat. But I'm going to play a little cool breeze music on station here for you guys right now. So we'll be back, and you can jump right back in the conversation. And all right, and you still tune in to YouTube Live right now. We are live. Jump back into something. I'm gonna talk to you about this so we wrap up the show. What do you think about this shit right here? This women proposing to men, and we're men, and this I posted on my page today. New signs of buck breaking because this is some shit. That's a fucking disgrace. But again, I ain't hate because I'm saying you hate, but I got values, my nigga.
Yeah,
I got values, B. This new wave, B.
But I saw the shit on Facebook or whatever. I think somebody shared or whatever. Some dude was talking about King, like some bullshit. Kings, this is what we deserve. I'm like, nah, this is some bullshit, man. Because like this is not it. I mean, like, why would you? First of all, like, why would you want your woman getting down on her knees proposing to you, though? I mean, like, I'm not gonna get biblical on you, or whatever.
No, I ain't finna get biblical.
Biblical, but as like you said, as a values, as a man, though, nah.
Never seen no shit.
That's not it, man.
I ain't no
nah. I mean, but like you said, like me and you talked about a while back, man. Like, people see stuff on social media, man. They see stuff on social media, and this is what they come in their brain like, this is what they do though. They compare their life to social media, man. You saw somebody else do it. Oh, you think it's cool to do it too, man.
Man, you lied.
It's some bullshit, man.
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna say something.
Go ahead, bro.
I'm gonna jump back in. I'm gonna let the people know on station here that I'm let them know that I'm back on real quick. Real quick. Oh Lord, bear with me, y'all, on YouTube Live, cause I finna go in on this. I'm finna go in on this. All right, you guys. I'm back. I'm back live on station here right now. I gave you a little brief intermission of some music, real quick. I know if you're following on YouTube Live, we've been live, so I want you guys to be able to listen and be able to enjoy it. Again, you're tuned into the Factz podcast show. I'm tuned in. Also, got my guy Eli sitting right next to the side of me. So Eli, you get these brothers a shout out right now, bro.
Oh, what's up?
Oh shit! Hey, just let them know I'm just tuned in with you. So just let you know that I'm here with you. Just just showing love while we come through. That's all.
Oh man, like I said,
we busy right now.
Busy, man. Hey, man. Appreciate. Like I said, appreciate me, man. It's an honor, man, to be on the show, man. You keep doing your thing, man. It's gonna be big, man.
Yeah.
We gonna speak that to existence, man. It's gonna be big, man.
I appreciate that, bro.
Oh yeah.
All love, and due
Yeah,
respect,
man.
Now that y'all back from station here from listening to that brief, nice sound of music that I had, I want to let you know one thing about that situation that you touched on, Eli. And, I ain't with that shit. I ain't with that shit. And if you listen live on YouTube, I don't give a fuck. This show might be long, but if you get to listen to this point in this segment, you can remake the segment. I ain't gonna flag you. I ain't gonna say shit. But I ain't with that shit. Man.
Yeah.
That new wave shit. I ain't, bro. That shit. I don't even want to be around no shit like that. That shit seems weird, and I wasn't raised like that, so I've never seen a woman have to beg a man to do that. So I ain't even finna get off into that, bro. What I am gonna say is that I'm definitely not comfortable in getting off into that. Like, well, not getting off into that, but we know that shit ain't supposed to be happening.
That ain't. you see, son, you were raised the same way I was raised. Nah, man, that ain't. No. So I don't want to get biblical.
Yeah, I ain't trying to get biblical with you, but a woman proposing to a man, that shit ain't cool, man. B. Like, that shit ain't cool, bro. So, Good on that.
You know,
Good
it
on
look like
that.
she pregnant.
Yeah. That's even worse.
Yes.
And this the one you probably seen too, because they said if you on my YouTube live right now streaming, you can see what I got up right here.
Kings, this is not it. Don't think this is it, man, because you see this stuff.
Yeah, and even Buddy posted one of his posts in his comments was, let me see, man, he had so many because I had just retweeted. They said, wait till you see this. He said, I'd rather chain my nipples to a bull 737. Come on. Bruh, times done changed. I know. That's why I said, bro, that shit crazy, bro. That shit is crazy. In other news, I'm just glad I got your take on that. 'Cause I know you made a lot of sense what you just said. So I'm just gonna leave it at that. Otherwise than that, what I do want to get into one more thing before we wrap up the show, because I'm gonna wrap up the show. But it's something I've been wanting to ask you about, though, and I wanted to ask you: are you? Let's see, Hall of Fame, and this is football. This is football related question.
Okay.
And it's not Hall of Famers. It's about this upcoming season. And before I wrap up the show with you, I wanted to ask you this: this upcoming season, do you honestly see the Buccaneers going back to the Super Bowl again?
Oh boy, you know I don't want to see him. I don't want to see him.
But
you know, I respect Brady. I'm not a fan at all.
Yeah.
But I respect him, man. But I'm gonna say it all depends, man, on Aaron Rodgers, whether he make it to the Super Bowl or not.
Mm.
So So if I'm gonna say it like this, I think they will. But if Aaron Rodgers still, with the Green Bay Packers, and they finally do right, I think Green Bay finally break through.
Mm-hmm.
And they beat them. They may have to go on the road though. I don't know. They're gonna be at home again.
Do you see Aaron Rodgers going back to Green Bay?
Bro, I don't know because like they were saying on First Take and Undisputed or whatever, we haven't heard Aaron Rodgers actually come out and speak though. We've heard reports or whatever saying it was heard from his camp or whatever, but him coming out speaking publicly.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of think he will. It's kind of 50-50. Like I said, I believe if he don't return, he gonna be a Denver Bronco. But I'm gonna say like this: if he returning, if he in Green Bay, I think it'll be it's gonna be them two again in the NFC Championship. Don't forget about the Rams though, because the Rams got Matthew Stafford. They're gonna be a little bit better. I think Aaron Rodgers is gonna figure it out or whatever. They'll get to the Super Bowl if he with Green Bay. But if he not in NFC, Tom Brady is going to Super
Bowl. Because football is so hard. Yeah, because football is so hard. And because I know I'm finna wrap up the show. We're going to get off into that because I want to talk about the Browns. And we're going to talk about it in another segment. Or we'll have all that side up before we go. I'm just throwing it out there to you. Just want to be honest with you. Tom Brady goes back to back with the Buccaneers.
I can see.
It's over. Well, it's been over. But, man, close the case. And he beats Belichick this season. Because I want to remind people something. I ain't looking at, Tom Brady won a Super Bowl, but did you beat Belichick? I have never seen you guys go head to head together. See, you may won 1-0, but you never beat Belichick. Ever. You've never played Bill Belichick. Ever. Mm-hmm. So y'all basically are 0-0.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you won a Super Bowl, but you never played the coach you've always played for forever. That's so great with defense. And if you beat him and then win the Super Bowl, and if you beat him, we'll come up short. But if you beat him, then I'd be like, which I'm gonna already like it anyway. But I'd be like, that ain't further my argument on that. But I think they will go back to back, bro. But it in the NFC is tough.
Yeah.
You right. Seattle's always there.
Yeah, I forgot. Seattle.
Exactly. It's gonna be tough, but we're gonna I always measure the first 8 games throughout the season. So by that time, I'm just going. It's May, so it's not even nowhere near the season. But I'm just going out on the hard rock, and I'm saying they could repeat based on all of them bringing back all the talent. But they have to get through the season healthy again. Yeah. Which nobody really was healthy anyway. I mean, people was healthy, but people still was nicked. They had people out. So just being on there, I just wanted to ask you that. Do you think they will repeat? If you ask me just a straight up answer, I don't even have the definitive evidence because we haven't have the evidence to match up to it. But if you ask me, I just say based on what
they're gonna be in the Super Bowl. Yeah,
right. But with that being said, though, man, I just want to say, man, appreciate that. Appreciate that for just coming through today, man. On all fronts. Again, after these games wrap up, and we're gonna come back to this table again and talk throughout the playoffs, anyways, because something goes wrong, especially our prediction about that Dallas and Clips series. You got to come back on the show and play.
Can't wait for game 2, man. But I said though, if the Clippers go down game 2, Dallas in 6 though, definitely. Could be 5.
We'll see.
Could be 5, man. Stay with the Clip. Cause see the reason I had the Clippers going to come final because, but like you said, me and you talked about Doc Rivers wasn't the problem though. It was the players though. But they want to blame. Now you don't want to use him as a scapegoat though. Yeah. But yeah, he was the coach when he gave them 2-3-1 leads though. But it was the players. It wasn't his fault. But I thought with the addition of Ty Lue like defensively though. But Doc Rivers was a great defensive coach too though. But then with Rondo, I think it was it Batum and it was Boogie Cousin whatever. I like they got to the semifinal last year, but even though they shouldn't have got past Dallas last year, but I was saying they probably made the conference final. I don't know.
We'll have to see. We will have to see because, like I said, this is why this is going to be great throughout the rest of the playoffs. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Cold Face Podcast Show. Again, you're tuned in with your host. I am your best host for the best show. Hopefully, to be soon down the line. We're just going to put that out there already, just speaking into existence as well. You're tuned into the Cold Face Podcast Show. Follow us on Twitter at FactsCode. Always, man, leave me a tweet. Leave a comment. Again, if you want to be on the show, follow. Always. Again, hit my guy up, Eli Johnson at Facebook, and shout out your Instagram and Snapchat for us, bro.
Eli, _ 5526. And that's my Instagram, and that's my Snapchat too.
Okay. Also, if you're on station and appreciate that. Sorry about that, you guys. Also, if you're on station here right now, I just want to say thank you guys for tuning in as well too. Appreciate the listeners that came through and also listen. Also appreciate the commentary too. Again, I will be always on